can you delay? I wonder how much do those delay the mechanic if you break them right away.
Alright. It's officially the second stream of the night. Welcome, everyone. My hands are cold because I got a Freezy Pop. I bought it today. There's a story behind this, but I'll tell you some other time because we only have 9 minutes before the trailer. Is that right? Fake channel? No, it's a fake trailer. Mm-hmm. It doesn't matter that I'm 263 years old. Freezy Pops are still awesome. Wow, Shay was here so early. Hey Shay, how you doing? How you feeling? I saw you were streaming Counter-Strike early in the morning, so I hope you've been feeling better. Hey Nugles, how's my favorite handicap little bro doing? Like Google answered. No, it's just a trailer. It's not the Fate channel. I was trying to end stream early enough so I can watch the House of the Dragons finale. Did you know season 2 is only 8 episodes? Unless I'm mistaken. Yeah, it's only 8 episodes for season 2, which is crazy. You mean little sis? No. She has a very small pee-pee, therefore she can't be little sis. When will the trailer be dropping? 7 minutes. Just 7 minutes. Hang tight. Hey, no, that's a lie. Wait, what? Why is my pee-pee always smaller? Gonna do refines too. Honestly, I probably won't. I'll probably do it tomorrow. I don't want to jeopardize my sleep schedule because I want to wake up feeling good, do good work at work, then come on home and stream on time. That's my goal for tomorrow. If you guys were at the first stream, we were playing Fae, and then we did Soul Leveling Arise. Snow Fate, what is that pee-pee? It's just a block. Well, tiny block. How can you come home when you're already home? I meant tomorrow. Alright. Blech. You know, tomorrow I won't be streaming as the vampire you're watching tonight. I will be something else. I will be a normie. No, I'm serious. Tomorrow I'll be streaming as a normie. So stay tuned. Show up for tomorrow's stream and watch my normie debut. Why'd you say Gage? Ever consider putting your VTuber skin in workers' clothing? I am in working clothing. Oh my gosh, it's Body Sweeper. My favorite sweeper of bodies. Or my favorite body that gets swept. How are you doing? Nice to see you. I better just put in a random fight. I actually don't even have Summer Goved because I didn't pull on the banner. You? I'm good. Tired, but good. But when am I not tired? Have you guys been playing Sword of Convaleria? I was playing that. My goal earlier by taking the break was so I can watch the House of the Dragons finale. I didn't get to do that, so I just played some Sword of Convaleria. Fantastic game. Is there anything due? Tomorrow, my goal for tomorrow is to do the Fae data mine. I can't do it tonight because it'll go too late. We'll check out the summary tonight if it comes up. So do the data mine tomorrow and showcase the heroes. And then do some polls in Fae because I have a lot of tickets to burn out. And then I want to do the gacha, or we start with it. I want to start with the gacha earnings, the revenues list for July. We didn't do June. We were supposed to do June, but I was too tired. I'm liking it a lot more after the intro. Great. It would be a shame to not play it, because I think Sword of Convaleria is basically everything I wanted from Fire Emblem Heroes. And they have a dev team that cares, so that's big. I'll be honest, I think any game... I think any game that MiHoYo makes is gonna easily make its money. It's gonna be excellent. All right, we're 2 minutes, two and a half minutes before trailer's out. You've been playing ZZ a lot? I get you. If ZZZ came out a bit earlier, I would have been playing it more. I've been playing it too, but because it came out right after I got a job, right before I got a job, it made it too hard. Guys, I know this might sound crazy, but maybe we get a Fates banner. Good call, good call. I'll raise you one further. It might involve Telly's Heroes. Trailers today? Trailers in less than 1 minute. Skipping double Mythic Hero banner because I feel like something broken is coming. Yeah, it is Choose Your Legends almost, so broken will be the least of our worries. We might officially get 2-page skills, like literally 2 pages of skills. They might just make skills that long, so. By the way, if you guys are on Twitch, if you subscribe, you get access to 3 months of Apple TV. I just subscribed to Kusanagi earlier, and they gave me 3 months of Apple TV. I'll use that to watch The Mandalorian or something. That'll be fun. The Mandalorian is on Disney TV, right? Okay, it's out. It's out. It's out. Don't spoil. Don't spoil. If you spoil me, I will cut off your pee-pee. Why am I saying that? We already know what's going to happen. No, no, no. If you talk to me, I'll cut off your pee-pee. No. Alright, I'm downloading the trailer anyways. I'm so used to saying that it took me a moment, because I'm eating my Freezy Pop. It took me a moment to realize, well, hold on, I already know anyways. I've also been watching a lot of the Olympics chat. I've been so proud of Canada, but oh, I shouldn't put it in there, huh? Alright, I'm done downloading. Alright, let's watch it. Oh, I still have to do a bunch of these, huh? Alright. Oh, we're on the wrong screen, aren't we? Yeah, if you haven't already checked out Sword Convalera, please do. Exclamation mark SOC to check it out. Alright. Let me start auto on it. Unlike Faye, auto is free, and you might be like, well, you don't have continuous auto. That's right, you don't. Because they have sweeping, which is even better than continuous auto, because you don't have to watch anything happen. Alright. Faye could never, yeah. Chat, before I begin, this is just completely off topic. What kind of food do you buy? Like Culture's food do you buy and you feel like most of the time you feel like it's a wasted money? Just before we begin. For me, it has always been Italian food because it's just like spaghetti or whatever. And you're like, well, I could just make that at home. Yeah, now I know not all spaghetti is the same. I'm not uncivilized. But you know what I mean, right? Like, it just doesn't feel particularly special. But for the first time ever, I went out to an Italian place and I felt like, wow, that was worth it. That was good. I'll show you guys some pictures or some things next time. But yeah, a 3-course meal for like $35 was a crazily good a price because Italian places are always super like overpriced IMO. Yeah, it's great. Bubble tea overpriced? I guess so, maybe. Bubble tea is like that experience, that feeling, huh? I just realized I never started the music on my YouTube stream. I only started it on my Twitch stream. Well, not literally a waste, but you don't feel like you got your money's worth is what I meant. Burgers? Okay. That's fair. I think that's fair too. I heard that exact same sentiment from a friend of mine once. Alright, we're gonna begin. Don't act too surprised if Yukatas are involved. If Fate's heroes are involved, if the Tellius heroes come back, don't be too surprised. I am, after all, a fortune teller. Actually, no, I am a time traveler. Actually, I travel between dimensions. And I was in the alternate universe where Fire Emblem Heroes was still good and they did a summer banner featuring Yukatas. But now I am in here, in this universe, where Ice is not smart anymore. Anyways, let's begin. Oh, what? What is that music? I'm sorry. Wow, Fate's music, huh? Wow. Summer Slice. I don't know who that is.
So cute. They make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
I still can't get over it. That does not look like Mia. All right, I'll show you guys some Mia pictures after this, but that does not look like Mia at all. I love Mia too. She's one of my favorite characters, Mia Nephany. At least we get to finally fully read everything. But yeah, Speed Defense Prime 4 Pex's Rift, AS Rain Snap. If conditions are right, she gets plus 40 damage and takes minus 46 damage. Wow. Why would they even show it like that? That's ridiculous. Hold up. Shamir isn't going to kill Mia? That ain't right. Chat, want to remind me when Shamir came out again? Hey man, I know a year is a long time, but this ain't right. This ain't right, man.
Pretty good, right?
She's supposed to be super scary and she did like no damage. Do you remember when she was a tank buster? Sag. Loyalty and Robed.
Thank you for inviting me to the festival. We're going to have fun.
Anyone looking forward to the domination of Lucia again? Because that's about to happen. Breezy Spear, Rally Up Speed Plus, AS Bulwark 4, Firm Canto Curb. What the shit is this? Firm Canto Curb. Okay, we'll talk about that later. What? That's what it was? Protects allies from effects that end their actions immediately. Oh my god! I quit. God as my witness, I quit. What? Chat. We just saw Hero Fest banner coming up, alright? Just from the last Fade channel. And I was like, I have saved up 500 orbs and I'm gonna max myself a Leon. Right? Because I need a strong hero for all the modes. I need a strong hero to help me out in arena because it's so ridiculous. Because Leon can go in, get the kills, and then lock them down. Psych. Psych. That's not gonna happen anymore. God damn it. Disables all other skills except hers and targets. God damn it. We're back into the Stone Ages here, huh? It's not just dual Leon, it's also dual Seether.
Arena is officially impossible for you, love.
I know. Oh my god. I was like, I saved up over 500 orbs so I can finally make Arena playable. And then they just like make something really accessible and really easy. Like everyone's gonna use Lucia. Do you guys remember how popular Lucia was? We're going back to the Stone Ages when she like demolishes people. Okay, there's no way Leon's gonna be good. Leo.
Hoshido's summer festival is, as expected, quite different from Norse.
Leon is amazing, of course. Leo. Yes! Yes! I mean, we already knew this was gonna happen, but yes! It's 2024 and some things still don't change. Leos still suck. Let's go! Let's go. Never change IS. Keep shitting on Leo. Oh, I mean, the C slot is at least good fodder value, but Use his C skill to obstruct foe. Yeah, doesn't that involve surviving the battle? Or he's gonna die in every battle, isn't he? Those still look like D somethings.
Quite a comfortable outfit.
Wait, he didn't even one shot. He didn't even one shot in this example. Wow, nice Glacius damage. Too bad you need 2 shots. 37 HP, 69 attack, 33 speed, 13 defense, and 51 res. So probably 63 attack. Very min-maxed. Still gonna suck though.
I reckon that their outfit looks amazing on you. I mean, it really suits you.
You look wonderful too, Neffany.
I love Neffany, but like, that was kind of iffy.
You wear that yukata well.
She's supposed to sound like country girl. I get that. Fluttering fan, Moonbow, attack speed, mastery. What? What? You can now get Kanto in your A slot? Excuse me? Excuse me? Sir, I don't think that's okay. Wow, Resonance just went up way more in value because you can just get Kanto in A slot. Isn't the point of Resonance that you're like all in on offense? That's why you're taking damage. Like the idea is, hey, I'm fully committed to the fight. So most heroes won't use it well because you can't have No, it's not true anymore. They use their power to activate their special in quick succession. Nearby allies get reduced special cooldown. Yeah, we know. This is really sad. You guys remember when Tiki was a brave hero and everyone was so excited about her? Hey, I know it's been a couple of years, but like, man. It's still sad. 45 HP, 59 attack, 47 speed, 21 defense, 20 res. And I think this is the actual stats because there's no Ether 8's heroes here. She looks like a refresher, but she ain't.
Now let us dance.
Wasn't Tiki bad after 2 months? She got like multiple. She got
changes my
power
life.
crap multiple times in 1 year. It was insane.
Tiki shall return. After her refine in September, that is.
Yeah, and then she'll be good for another couple months, and then they'll power creep pick her again. That's what I would bet on. Anyways, harmonized skill, attack speed +6, resonance blades, and unit can move 1 extra space. Yeah, of course. To unit and allies from the same titles as unit for 1 turn. Oh wait, all allies gonna do that? Oh, that's insane. And neutralize any penalty on unit and allies from the same titles as unit. Alright, cool.
Must beat
This heat!
I'm literally having a freezy right now, so I fully believe in beating the heat.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Is this alright?
Wait. That was a scowl. Why is she still using her special? Bruh.
This is fun.
No way. No way. Look, one of the most annoying heroes to kill in this game is this Myrrh. Spring? Or is it Valentine? I think it's Spring. Spring Myrrh. She is one of the best armor heroes. There's no way. There's no way. I don't believe this. How close of a kill was that, actually? Hold up.
This is fun.
No, she cleared it by 8. That's not close then. You know, Myrrh's one of those heroes, if certain people fight and they don't have anti-dragon heroes, they lose. Like, Myrrh will straight up just end people. Oh, yeah, free heroes to Kumi, because we know that from the page channel. Myrrh was already injured? Really? Wait. No, she wasn't. Gmo, this is the second Fate trailer you've called something out incorrectly. Gmo. I'm worried for you, Gmo. Are you becoming the next Sugma? Gmo. I know work must be hard. I know summer is hot, but I'm worried for you now, man.
Don't push yourself too hard.
Anyways. that is your summer banner. Chat, give me your thoughts. I mean, you probably had thoughts from like a week ago, but it is official. This is the summer banner. Oh, summer's already over, but like this is the final summer banner. Like this used to be the Hoshiden summer yukata, like whatever. In Japan, this is a big deal, but they stopped that for a while. But it's back, and this goes until September 6th. All right, begins on 7th, and September 6th is when it ends. All right, one of each color, nothing special, yada yada. All right, I didn't finish my freezy.
Yukata are so cute. They make me feel all warm and fuzzy inside.
Wait, there's a new trailer? New-ish trailer, because you already knew all the heroes. All right, let me turn on the music. For those wondering, this is Nano's new album. She does so many covers on this one. I actually really enjoyed it. Also, quick schedule tomorrow. Today, chat, we are not doing a data mine. I mean, we'll do some of it if it comes out on time, but I'm not staying extra late. I now work full-time. And I don't just do 8 to 5. Sorry, I don't just do 9 to 5. I do 8:30 to 5. I know that's only half an hour longer than a normal workday, but... And I know some people work more than 8 hours. I get
Summer
that.
classes ain't good on the brain weapon, I say low.
Gmo, I don't blame you, man. The heat, I hate summer for the heat, but this summer has been pretty good. Not only am I in Canada, I think us in the West, we're doing a great job in like global warming and screw up the temperatures in the world. So it's been pretty good. It's been pretty good. It hasn't been the hottest this summer. Anyways, tomorrow, chat, we'll do the remaining of the data mine if we don't get to any of it today. We'll do some summons, and I want to pull in Soul Leveling Arise, which is the other gacha I'm playing. Also, we've been playing a lot of Sword of Cavaleria, so I want to, if I have time, I want to put time into Sword of Cavaleria every single day if we can help it. But that's the schedule for tomorrow. As for tonight, let's go over this and do as much of the data mine as we can. But again, I have a time limit, so I want to make sure I can do as much as I can. Also, never wear yukas in summer, you will legit die. But you gotta look good. Well, actually, it's mostly girls who deal with this, you know? It's like when girls wear thigh highs in the middle of winter. They make the sacrifice for the guys. Datman should come out when? In like an hour or two is what I heard. I've worn a yukata before. It's nice but uncomfortable. I mean, yeah, it could be hot. It is clearly going to be hot. Gotta get caught up in HSR at some point. XDDDD. Yeah, you're right. I gotta catch up. There's so much stuff to do, man. Mine's 7:30 to 4:30. Okay, look. I hadn't worked for like 9 months before this job, so leave me alone. I'm not adjusted fully yet. I'm trying really hard. All right, anyways, let's go to this. Let's go over the heroes real quick. I know it's hard over, guys. Per usual. Drip over comfort, sad, yes. Bully the vampire, no, don't bully me. Poor E2 Firefly waiting to get billed, Sag. I know! Shut up, Killer Mario, don't make me feel bad. Chat, I actually do want to make a video talking to you guys
I
about,
don't know
like...
if it's available for your device yet, but update is out now, at least for me.
Oh. Okay, I'm gonna grab it. Thanks for the heads up. I should make a video sometime to give you guys an update on how things are gonna change going forward. I don't have an update. I don't have an update. You have lied to me for the final time, Jibo. Banish him. Or break in his house and like poop on his pillow or something. Anyways, I don't have the update yet. I was very careful with my phrasing. I know you were. That's why I was so extreme about it. All right, anyways. Enough distractions. Let's go. Let's go over the heroes. Heading to the I didn't even notice this. Oh, God. The festival. Chat. You know, if they did this in the first couple of years, I would think like, oh, that's really cute. Yay. But because it's year 7+ and there's so many things to be upset and disappointed about, when I do puns like this, it's harder to like just fully appreciate it. Maybe it's because I'm a hater. That could also be the case, but yeah, it's harsh. Anyways, our first hero, Summer Slice. It's Mia. VA, Anna Yatko. Artist is Canon? Oh my gosh, I probably butchered it. But chat, no, seriously, does this look like Mia? Come on. Be honest with yourselves. I love Mia. In terms of Telex girls, she's one of my favorite. Spunky, cute, wholehearted, caring. Like she's a good girl. But this isn't the Mia. You know what she looks like? She reminds me of young Mia. She just looks way younger than she's supposed to be. Young Mia's still pretty good too. Obviously this Mia's gonna be even more dangerous, but yeah, it just doesn't look like Mia flat out to me. I'm trying to find my Mia to show you guys, but I can't find her. Zuriel, welcome back for 56 months. Dude, thank you. By the way, I really appreciate all the support throughout all these years. I know a lot of you guys don't even play Fire Emblem Heroes or feel the same about it as when you first found me. But to see you guys still drop on by, it really means a lot. All right, here's Mia. Yeah, this Mia definitely just looks a lot older. Even if you want to make the argument of like Path of Radiance Mia versus Radiant Dawn Mia, she just doesn't look this young. In this one, she looks like a kid. You might be able to argue, yeah, Mia is a teenager in Path of Radiance. But yeah, I don't know, it doesn't feel quite right.
That's because we love you, Yidork.
Oh my goodness, Thornier, thank you for 100 bits. Can we get Thornier shout out? If you guys are ever bored and like to watch Salt, or no, you like to watch casual shooters with Salt, check out Thornier. Thank you, man. Wait, what? That's not how you do shout out. Playing Marvel Rivals? Okay, that's not what I thought. Alright, I'm glad you're playing some other stuff. He likes Overwatch. He likes being a bottom. Helldivers. And likes being a bottom, yeah. Alright, check him out if you haven't already. Anyways. Whoops. How did I click out? What the? How did I click out of the screen? Let's go over Mia. Yeah, this is the Path of Radiance Mia, but yeah, you can't make that argument. She just looks way too young, man. Anyways, Luna, Speed Defense Prime 4, you guys know what those do. So let's go over the most important thing. Summertime Axe. Enables Kanto Remainder +1, Slaying ability, all stats +5. At start of turn, if unit's HP is 25% or above, grants Speed Defense Res +6. Wait, what? No attack? Neutralize effective against flying bonuses and reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by X%, skills by 50% during combat to unit for 1 turn. Is this a buff? What the heck? The reason why this is so deadly, chat, there are certain heroes in this game that can multiply buffs. You could just give this a bunch of your allies. This could make your team scarily annoying to deal with, because this is all heroes not caring about damage reduction, or at least not caring as much about damage reduction. And for a flyer emblem team, yeah, removing effective against flying is a big deal. So yeah, that's already a really good buff alone. Additionally, at start combat, units HP is 25% above, grants bonus to units attack speed, defense, res equals 50% of unit speed at start combat. Neutralize effects that inflict special cooldown count, charge minus X on unit. Deals X plus X times 5 damage, maximum 30, excluding AoE specials. That's a lot of extra damage. And reduces damage from foes attacked by X times 3 during combat, maximum 18, excluding AoE specials. Yeah, I mean, as they mentioned, 40 plus extra damage, 40 plus damage reduced. She's so bulky as a flyer. This really reminds me of, hey chat, doesn't this remind you of, I know we're not quite there yet, but Halloween Anna. Remember Duel Halloween Anna? And she's supposed to be this like God Axe flyer who moves really well and is really resistant and has a lot of stats and skills. This is exactly what this reminds me of, but going even further. Anyways. Also, when foes attack triggers foe special, reduces damage further by X times 3, maximum 18. Yeah, this just reminds me of Anna, but better. And also at start combat, unit HP is 25% or above, restore 7 HP to unit after combat. Okay. No, that's just Anna, but better. And it's not 100% the same, but the same ideas all apply. Yeah, they even both have snap, so that's perfect. Which makes sense because you want it for Prime. So completely self-sufficient Prime, and if you have a hero that can duplicate buffs, or a skill that duplicates buffs, or like in Summer Goes or whatnot, huge. Really good hero for those instances. Pegasus Rift, attack speed -4 on foe during combat. This is completely new. We already knew Wyvern Rift was super good, so let's see how good Peg Rift is. Peg Rift. Probably shouldn't say it like that. If you peg hard enough, there will be a rift. No. I'm sorry. If unit speed is over, if unit speed plus res is over foe speed plus res -10, excluding effects from Phantom, unit deals plus X damage. Okay, more damage. And reduces damage from foes first attack by X during combat. X gives units res at start combat -30, minimum 0, maximum 10. So it's reminding a lot about Wyvern Rift. And then it's a good version because it's also involves Brave effects. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack, well, just like Wyvern Rift. Foe cannot make a follow-up attack and increases the speed difference necessary for foe to... to make a follow-up attack by 20 during combat. So that's like the frozen ability but built in. Interesting. That makes more sense because Pegasus flyers are known to be speedy in general, so make it harder for them to get doubled. Okay, Peg Rift I think is just right up there with Wyvern Rift. Very nice idea. Fair. Well, not literally fair, but like it's fair to make it equivalent to Wyvern Rifts, but with a slight, you know, difference. Well, it's not slight, but it makes sense. It makes a lot of sense. Anyways, if conditions are right, she gets plus 40 damage at the maximum and takes minus 46 damage at the maximum, and she nullifies Bow's effectiveness. So essentially, you have a speedy, flying God Axe. That's Mia. I don't know how this is fair. Isn't Shamir just 1 year old? Like, she's doing no damage. Essentially no damage to Mia. That's the same as Wyvern Rift, just with res and attack speed instead of attack defense -4, yeah. So it's equivalent, just slightly different. Loyalty Enrobed. And it makes a lot more sense that way. It is Lucia. Hey, do we know why Amelie dropped out of Nikke as Viper? I'm still really curious about that. I know she's getting more voice work and whatnot, but why did she drop out? There's been like some weird VA changes recently in various gacha games. In HSR, I think there was 2 characters who got their voices swapped out, and they had like a lot of voice lines because they were in story and whatnot. It's that guy with the armor and red hair, and I don't know. I don't like his new voice, to be honest. Nothing against the new VA, just not used to it. And Amelie dropped out as Viper in Nikke. I just don't know. Haven't heard of any rationale or reason for these VA changes. Yeah, Argenti's VA changed as well. Anyways, artist is Suzuki Rika. We officially have a new level of Lucia. Lucia is back, more annoying, more scary than ever, and she's super good in current meta because she fights off the freeze meta, the time meta, the stop, just the lose action meta, which has been so prevalent and dominant. But yeah, she's back, but better than ever because swords are common, god swords are common, but god lances, no, not so much. She said it was for personal reasons? Ah, okay. So it was her decision. That makes more sense to me because I don't see why Shift Up would ever change their minds. She was doing a great job. Anyways, Rally Up Speed Plus, AS Bulwark 4, and then Breezy Spear. We'll skip Rally Up Speed Plus and AS Bulwark because you guys know what it does. Breezy Spear, attack +3, unit can counterattack regardless of foe's range, DC built in. Unit and target cannot trigger specials during combat or AoE specials. That's just the base Lucia effect. Grants all stats +5 to unit, grants bonus to units attack speed, defense, res equals 15% unit speed at start of combat, and deals damage equals 20% unit speed during combat, and restores 7 HP to unit after combat. So the issue that Lucia had was that she could no longer keep in the current meta because she wasn't getting enough stats, and because she was old, she was just inherently not having enough stats. So that's essentially an updated Queen's Blade. So for those who forgot, here's Queen's Blade. Queen's Blade is all stats +5, deals damage equals 20% of unit speed, 30% damage reduction, no specials, and I think that's it. Basically nullify everything is the part I didn't talk about in detail. But this isn't the same thing because this new one, not only is she going to have more up-to-date stats, she's going to have way more stats. And now additional ability on top of that, which is healing. But yeah. Everything else looks the same. Disables skills of all other foes and allies during combat, excluding unit and target. Also disables the following effects for both unit and target during combat, defensive terrain effects, support effects, you guys know how it does. It's null everything. She's essentially still that. But by updating her stats, by building DC into her so she didn't have to use the DC seal anymore, and by giving her 73 healing, I think that's all you really need to do to update her. Because this is exactly what she wanted. Her base effect is still OP and broken, but now she's much more usable and flexible. And with the extra stats update, she should be able to handle the matchups way better. So heroes like Ike are kind of just doomed. Like Engage Ike, they just can't handle her. Okay, so now we officially know it isn't like the anti-freeze thing, the time stop thing, whatever you want to call it, from like Dual Seether and Dual Leon. Firm Cancel Curb kills it. If foe within force space of this unit triggers cancel, inflicts cancel control on that foe. Was it always for? Yeah, it was. Also, prevents after start of turn skill triggers, action ends immediately, status effects from being inflicted on unit, and allies within 3 spaces of the unit. Oh my god. It's just a barrier? Like she forms a barrier. So as long as you're... Wow, that's so dumb because of course you're gonna back up your God Lance or God Sword, right? They're your super carries. You're gonna form your team around them. And so if they just run Dual Leon or Dual Seether or whatever, it doesn't matter anymore. You just gotta be near Lucia and that's it. It's over. It's canceled. For unit allies in 3 space unit, neutralize effects that would end their action as a result of foe's skills or the after start or turn skill triggers, action ends immediately. Yeah, this is dumb. That's so dumb. This is so accessible. Like, why is Dual Leon good? It's a lot of things. Burn damage, big damage, highly min-max, sweep. Why does he have sweep? No one knows, right? But what puts it all together into the next level is the fact that he can take away your turns, right? Dual Seether is very similar in that respect as well, because without the end turn stuff, she's just a really scary mage, but there are a lot of really scary mages. Not to say these heroes are no longer useful after this, but this took away their most unique and most important aspects. So, shouts to IS. It's not even been 1 year, and you're already killing these things. So IS, jeez. Protects allies from effects that end their actions immediately. Disables all other skills except hers and targets. Wait a sec. Really? Really, IS? You could have just, you know, not used Loki? Is there... Why would they go out of their way to do this censored bullshit? My goodness, just don't use Loki. Why did you have to show off Loki? Before someone says like, oh, Loki's a really good hero. They've been beating up Loki a lot in recent trailers. You guys have noticed that, right? Like, it feels like there's at least 2 times in recent times where Loki's gotten beaten up in a trailer. You don't have to go Loki. What is this obsession? Though Loki hit pretty hard. She almost got the kill. Anyways, I just felt it was super goofy that they went out of their way to show off Loki. Why? Alright. Let's go over this really quickly. This is Leo. Leo historically sucks. Leo will continue to suck. And before we say, Leo has a good kit. You can just inherit on someone else and merge them much easier and just use those heroes. And that would be my recommendation. Festival of Bonds. Leo, Max Middleman, and artist is DD. Carlos. Carlos. I just realized being Carlos really sucks. Wait a second. Who's even gonna use this? I was like, this is gonna be really good fodder. And then you gotta think back to this. How is this gonna be really good fodder? Who should use Juicy Bucketful? It would have to be another colorless mage, but which colorless mage would ever want to use this? Before someone says like Zane or something, Zane's gonna get like, refined eventually. And like Makai has already gotten her refined, right? It would have to be like that old hag. Or something like that. That's so goofy, man. I don't know why you would want to do this. Laurent? Nime? Yeah, like what a weird decision. Alright. Anyways, Juicy Bucketful is pretty good actually. At start of turn, if unit's HP is 25% above, grants attack +6, and if unit shoots combat and unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack to unit for 1 turn, pretty good stats effects. You can duplicate that and make a lot of heroes really strong, or just use it. Additionally, all stats +4 during combat, so long as your HP is 25% or above, and deals +X damage, extras number of bonuses effects active on unit, and foe excluding stat bonuses times 5, maximum 25. So a lot of extra damage, easily. But again, which Carlos hero would actually want to use this? So you probably just use it on Leo till someone else releases. But yeah, if there was another color, this is much more interesting, I would say. Especially if it was red. Though I know there's a lot of red Leos. Anyways, Glacy, Stillwater, and Fatal Smoke 3. Fatal Smoke fodder is really good, so you don't have to kill off like Sigurd or somebody. His weapon deals up to +25 damage and guarantees fall attacks. Uses C skill to obstruct foe healing. Yeah, if he doesn't die. The Smokest of Fatals, right. I like how he doesn't kill the Lance Flyer. That's really sad. I know they want to show off Glacies. Why does he like... Does anyone know what the cucumbers are about? I don't remember him liking cucumbers. I know he likes tomatoes, but where's that cucumber thing come from? Festival Harmony. And finally we get to our dual hero, who is splendid, amazing. Chat, does anyone ever wonder, hey, how come Sakura doesn't become a dual hero? Like, I love Nephany. I don't disagree with this. Nephany deserves it. She's a good girl. But in terms of pure popularity, and the fact that Sakura is now both a backpack as a dual hero and as a harmonic hero, do they just hate Sakura or something? I know Sakura's boring, but I thought for sure it was gonna be like Sakura involved.
Should have been the lead.
Yeah, Sakura fans are punching the air, punching the wall right now. Sad times ahead. Chat, hold on. Who was the last good Sakura? Does anyone remember? Straight up. Was there ever such a thing as a good Sakura? Kitty Paddle Sakura in year 1, anti-mage, was pretty awesome, but you could fodder that off. You had Hot Spring Sakura with her weapon being kind of interesting and making some setups, but not actually good. There has just literally never been a good Sakura, huh? Yeah, honestly, they could have, they should have. I'm not even a fan of Sakura, but I'm starting to feel bad for Sakura fans, so. There was no reason to do Harmonic Nephany. You could have just gone Harmonic Sakura and be done with it. Anyways, VA is Julie Ann Taylor and plus Brianna Knickerbocker. Chat. Recently, I've been watching anime exclusively in English.
Sakura is the only of Goran's siblings that remains PRF-less after 7.5 years.
Good. Even though I still feel bad for her. Good. That just shows incompetence on Aya's side. What are they doing? Why would they do that? But yeah, one of my favorite English VAs of all time is Brianna Knickerbocker. Her voice is so distinct. Anyways, artist is Yoshiro Ambe. Red Mage, Flyer, Path of Radiance, and Fates. X-Fates. Did Soth Power Creep Sakura have the Kitty Paddle effect? Soth Power Creep Sakura in a gazillion ways. Including the Kitty Paddle, so yes. Anyways, for those who don't remember, Kitty Paddle could not be refined. The Kitty Paddle... Let me give you guys a quick look into the passive farm heroes. This is Sakura. This used to be a pretty interesting hero because of Kitty Paddle. Now, you might see the plus and be like, why didn't you refine it? You can't refine it. This is literally all it is. Effegan's magic fills. Man, don't you guys miss the good old simpler times of Fire Emblem Heroes where it was just, you know, 1-2 sentences? Do you guys remember when I used to do Fate trailers and I could like finish it in like 5 to 10 minutes? Nowadays, we're already 30 minutes into this Fate trailer, by the way. Nowadays, it's impossible to do it that quick. Anyways, look at that, those crappy stats and whatnot. But this...
Please don't scratch me behind the ears.
This might be the
It's just a
best.
costume, you know?
This might be the best Sakura. Overall. Anyways. Let's go to attack speed mastery first. If unit has enter combat during the current turn, enables cancel 2, so that's so dumb. Basically, she just gets to get cancel from her A slot now instead of her B slot. Additionally, at start of combat, foes HP 50% or above, grants attack speed plus 7 to unit during combat, and also if any space within 2 spaces of unit has a Divine Bane effect applied or counts as difficult terrain, excluding impassable terrain, grants attack speed plus 4 to unit during combat. Wait a second. Wait a second. So, this punishes people for using terrain effects. And if so, you just get 4 more attack and 4 more speed. Is it me or does that seem so underwhelming? Look, attack speed plus 7, dual phased, is a big deal. Because it gives you Kanto as well. But that bonus effect is almost nothing. It's not literally nothing. But it's so underwhelming. Why do you even care whether you get... And do correct me if I'm wrong. This doesn't even stop the Divine Bane. So if you fight something, like, she might not even be able to enter combat. Because she can't pass the stupid Divine Bane Flame, for example. And then she just, like, doesn't attack. So, like, oh, you have this buff to your attack and speed, but you can't use it because you can't pass this damn terrain? Okay. It says current turn though. Yes. That's because you use it and it counts as current turn and triggers. No, it's not cancel for the first turn. After you enter combat, you get cancel. That's definitely what it is. I could be wrong, obviously. There have been times where we read something in Fire Emblem Heroes and it seems like 100% legit and accurate, and then the game comes out, the update comes out, and we play it through it, and we find out, no, it's not accurate. Why? Simple. Because they have translation errors, because interns run this, because they're trying to do so much that they don't know what they're writing anymore, because whoever's doing the translation or the writing of these skills are not concise at all. There's a lot of reasons why things get messed up. So that's what I think it is, but it could be wrong. Anyways, Fluttering Fan, slaying, if there is an ally within 3 rows with 3 columns center on unit, grants bonus to unit's attack speed, defense res equals 5, plus number of foes within 3 rows with 3 columns center on unit times 3, maximum 14. That's a lot of easy stats. If any space within 2 spaces of unit has Divine Bane effect applied or counts as difficult terrain, excluding impassable terrain, values treated as 14. Okay, so if you use Divine Bane against her, she just gets a lot of triggers. Wow, I just choked. And neutralize foes' bonuses to speed and res during combat. By the way, chat, if ever a fly flew in your mouth and you're choking, do you swallow it? Or do you try to cough it out? I would just swallow it instead of trying to cough it out. I don't know why I said that. A fly didn't fly into my mouth earlier. There has been like a fly in my room that's driving me crazy. If it flies in my mouth, I will just swallow it. During combat, also if units attack and trigger unit special, grant special cooldown count -1 unit before unit's first attack, and special cooldown count -1 to unit before unit's first follow-up attack during combat. So that makes it anti-scout. If unit's HP is under 99% when triggering their special, unit deals plus 10 damage. So she wants to take some damage. Okay, fair enough. Wait, what? No, that's correct. If there is an ally within 3 rows with 3 columns center on unit, and if unit speed is our foe speed, foe cannot counterattack. Why she gets sweep? I don't know. It is it does have more criterias because you have to have an ally within 3 rows of 3 columns. But that's barely a criteria because that's such a big range. So they didn't want to just flat out give her sweep based on speed. They gave her sweep based on ally and speed. But that's barely anything, so who cares? For allies within 3 rows of 3 columns center on unit, if ally can trigger ally's attack can trigger ally special, neutralize effects that inflict special command charge -X on ally. Okay, partial tempo Y on an ally and grant special command charge -1 to ally before ally's first attack. What? Why? During their combat, also if ally's HP is less than or equal to 99%, when triggering their special, ally deals +10. Why? Why is she so strong and so good at buffing? Why? You're right, this is just Wrath, but why? Why does she get to have Wrath and give Wrath over? Anyways, you guys know what Resonance 4 does. Speed Res Crux actually makes perfect sense because all her stuff is about 3 rows, 3 columns. So this is a really good support hero and a really strong fighter, and I don't know why. The fact that she has Kanto 2 as well just puts it together so beautifully because you can position her to trigger the Crux, even though it's a massive range and you might never even need to do this, but this is in terms of support heroes, this is probably the scariest support hero in the entire game. Yeah, the fact that she doesn't worry about Scowl is incredible. Yeah, and the idea of like her taking away guard from enemy heroes as well is insane. Anyways, multiple specials is what makes her super scary. Though funny enough, in this case, she just straight up kills Tiki in one shot, so who cares? Why do you need multiple specials when you can just one-shot them? Tiki will get refined, but man, I don't even know. Very well min-max as well. That's a scary hero. I don't know what part of this is Nephany. I don't know what part of this is Sakura. But I do recognize how ridiculous this is. So, welcome to one of the best support heroes and one of the biggest, strongest heroes. What a great combination. By great combination, I mean, this is whale bait. All right, chat. So, let's get to it. Will you pull for this banner? Let me know. Last time we did this, I asked you guys a simple question, and the question was, how hype are you for this banner? Rate it out of 5. You guys gave it 3 out of 5. Was it 2 out of 5? It was really bad. And I agree. The concept is stale and old. The heroes are absurd, and they don't make me feel good about it. Look, if one of my favorite heroes were here, I do love Nephany, and I do like Lucia, and I do like Mia, but they don't even feel like the heroes that I got in Path of Radiance, Radiant Dawn, so I'm not gonna be like going out of my way to get them or anything. They're all really good, but I think I'll wait for a double special heroes banner or something before going with this. So this is an easy skip for me. That's what I think. But let me know what you guys think. With Chooser Legends coming up, which means BST bump and power creeping, never wrong to save.
Wrath is from Nephany, and the number of special manipulation effects is probably from that one niche hot spring Sakura's brand Scratcher plus Kappa.
You're correct, actually. Nephany did have Wrath, but since Wrath isn't a perf skill, I think that's pushing it, but I guess. You can make the argument that she got the slaying from Nephany as well, right? I feel like banners these days are getting weaker. No, I think you're just desensitized to how ridiculous things are at this point. No, seriously, chat. If we looked at this banner purely through its merits, you just got the best God Lance. Did we not? Lucia's gonna be the best God Lance. We just got the best flying tank hero who just replaced dual Anna. Mia's just a better dual Anna. Right? Leo is good fodder if they ever make a hero. Well, good fodder for Fatal Smoke alone, but good fodder if they ever make a colorless mage that is easy to use and build or whatnot. And then, of course, the Sakura we just saw was the scariest support hero I've ever seen. So you can't say the banners are getting weaker because you just got a bunch of number 1s. You can't, or maybe you're just so used to number 1s all the time that you have to be more than just number 1. Oh yeah, and they just killed the meta when it comes to time stopping stuff, so. No, I think this is a broken banner. But easy skip. Alright, let's talk over with the guys. If Lucia came Lagoo's friend and or Breath of Life 4, I might consider it. no offense. If she came with Lagoo's friend, I don't know what Ias is doing. Lucia cannot use a special, so why would she want Lagoo's friend? You would basically be doing something like godlike reflexes, but only for the defensive part of it. Like, it would be something ridiculous like that. It wouldn't make any sense. Remember, it's Lucia. She cannot use a special. Unit and target cannot trigger specials during combat or AoE specials. So if you go Lagoo's friend, it wouldn't really make sense. I don't even know why she would want that. But yes, people do put godlike reflexes on Lucian back in the day, though it never really made sense. It was just for defensive portions of it. And Gale Force. Look, you wouldn't. Godlike reflexes gets put in as a special just because there's not a lot to put in the special, period. You wouldn't go out of your way to give Lagoo's friend because it would just make so little sense. Bulwark 4 makes more sense than godlike reflexes. What's the point of having Lucia if you can just run by Lucia, right? Like, she is... With Bulwark, she forces you to engage Lucia. She covers the back of your team. That makes her scary. But if you give her godlike reflexes, they can just avoid her and run around her. Once upon a time, back in the day, when we had Fallen Byleth be a super scary hero who you can't beat one-on-one, I beat this person by simply running around Byleth. It was that easy. Just run around Byleth. If you outmove their team, because Byleth isn't a saber unit, and Byleth, you know, is an infantry hero, so 2 spaces with one space of threat, just run around them. Right? But yeah, something like Bulwark helps mitigate things like that. NCD Echo? Why? I'm glad you realized Null Sinister would do nothing, because that's why they showed off the Loki fight. Because you're not supposed to be able to counterattack Loki. Giving Lagoo's friend to a unit who can't even proc the DR piercing portion is kind of bad. Yes. But that's what I'm trying to say. Like, you can't be like, hey, I'd be more interested in the hero if they got a broken skill. But if they can't use a broken skill, why does it matter? You know? Like, you can't just value heroes by the rarity of their skills. You should value a hero by their potential and by their role. Right? Like, how good are they at their role? And what are they at their potential? Not just like, hey, let's just put as much goofy, fancy skills on them. And remember, Ias themselves did that. Do you guys remember Fjorm? Remember Fjorm? When Fjorm got her remix, they gave her a skill. They gave her Unity when Unity didn't work with her because she nullified penalties. Do you remember that? That was one of those moments where, like, IS was just trying to be, oh, super flashy about things, and then they effed it up. Nah, it's better to, like, keep in mind what you're trying to accomplish rather than just try and put in as much fancy shit as possible. Lucia should have gotten some DR piercing. Wait, she has no piercing?
We don't talk about Fjorm's remix. All I see is a refine. Her remix doesn't exist to me, low.
Oh, you're right. There is no piercing. But before someone says use Lagoo's friend, you can't pierce with Lagoo's friend, in Lucia's case. Oh, hold on. That is her weakness. She has no piercing. She is super fast, though. So if it's speed damage reduction, she should get by it. But other than that, you're going to have to somehow support her with piercing. Now, remember, you can't in combat buff her, but you could just buff her with a, like, she still can use she can still be buffed with skill effects. With effects. So you would have to buff damage reduction. Is that why they did Mia? You basically have to get Mia's buff on her. I guess there are various ways to do this. She's mainly meant to tank, I guess so. Hey Rose, how you doing? Alright, let's talk over the guys. When she get the flat DR? Flat DR is not worth losing Bulwark 4. Bulwark 4 forces engagements, damage reduction, stats, healing. If you argue going Lagoose Friends, you're just getting less than half of the abilities, and I don't know why you would want that. If you just run around Lucia, she loses. She needs Bulwark. Bulwark will force engagements. Alright, let's talk about the guys. We don't talk about Reform's remix. All I see is her refine. Her remix doesn't exist to me. Alright, Jimmy.
So, whatever. Hello, hello, hello.
Greetings.
Hello, my fellow
You are
normies.
muted.
How do you do? What? Hello, my fellow normies. How do you do?
Normies.
That's a unique greeting.
Wait, what? Legion, you don't consider yourself a normie? What the heck?
Yeah.
What's a normal people thing? Work a 9 to 5. Education, go to school. Pay taxes.
I work 3 to 10.
You know what I mean?
But yeah,
Well,
yeah.
Actually, my work schedule is different, so I'm totally not like the rest of you.
I wonder if there's actually a guy who's like that. I'm not a normie because I work 8:59 to 4:59. Therefore, I'm not
Or
a
in your
normie.
case, 8:30 to 5.
Yeah.
Oh man, what a hero.
Anyways, chat, let's begin. This isn't much to talk about because, I mean, there's stuff to talk about, but the idea, the fundamentals of these characters did not change.
Yep.
Yeah,
Well,
pretty much as expected.
Yeah.
Although, yeah, there's a couple of things related to it, but it's the ideas are generally the same. Yep.
Yeah.
a lot of good throwbacks, we'll say that. Yeah.
Looking at this a second time, are you more excited or less excited about this? What do we even call this? It's called Timony Trials, but is this actually like, is it Hoshin Summer or whatever?
We could still call
Festival,
it. We could still call it Hoshiden Summer,
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess so.
or Hoshiden Festival, whichever you prefer. HF is the better prefix, I think.
Sure.
But I will definitely say I'm much more excited from a skill perspective. From a unit perspective, about the same, if not a bit less.
Okay, well that's bad because we weren't excited to begin with, and if it's a bit less or about the same, that's not good.
Mostly
I'd
a
say
net.
it's about the same for me, but a little deflated. I think there were 1 or 2 units who I expected to be a little better and weren't quite as good as I thought. So
I'll just say I was the pessimist on this banner.
Wait, what? I thought the banner was gonna be amazing. It does look amazing to me.
I was looking at. I thought Lucia would be amazing, but I had very low hopes for Nephany and Mia.
Wait,
I didn't have
Wait,
quite
what?
that low hopes for those two. I disagree on that front.
because
Yeah.
the way I see it, Nephany is one of the best support heroes in the entire game, yet somehow still blows through tanks. Like, what is that? How's that happen?
Going into this, I mean, I had low hopes for Nephany because I see Mage Flyer that's just offensive
Oh,
and has
okay.
Fire Sweep. Yay.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I guess that wasn't shown off very well. It's true.
Yeah. None of her support was, so I literally didn't even know what to think yet.
Okay. But wait,
And
I'm
then
saying
Mia is
after
just
the
the
case.
broadest. Yeah, after the case, I think that my
After the fact,
opinion
yeah.
has definitely improved on Mia. I'm still skeptical. Not Mia, Nephany. I'm still skeptical on it.
Why?
But-
I can't believe she killed Myrrh. Spring Myrrh.
Spring Myrrh. That's not much of an
Nephany,
achievement.
Wait,
Valentine's
It's
Day.
Sorry.
Valentine, yeah.
Valentine's Myrrh,
Yeah.
my bad.
Yeah,
that's okay.
I will definitely say that her wall breaking potential is quite solid. Although, just to immediately say, in Myrrh's case, Hardy just does kind of become a bit of a problem because she really only gets 1 hit to kill with. But
She doesn't look like a
nevertheless-
Valentine character at all. Oh my god. She's holding
Yeah.
flowers, man.
Yeah, I just see it as Spring Mer too.
Alright, my bad. But still, like, getting that kill on Mur is really impressive. That's one of the harder
regardless.
heroes to kill,
Yeah, absolutely.
especially at range.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, on the first hit, though, the scout cheating stuff. Did she put a special on the first hit? I didn't see.
Wait, what? I think she only got one special, didn't she? No, actually, she had the special ready.
Yeah, she got both.
She
She
had
has
both.
a tech for that, I believe. Yeah.
No, she's supposed to have both, always.
Mhm.
She doesn't pre-charge her special at the start of turn, she pre-charges it in combat,
Right?
which gets neutralized by Scowl.
Yeah, but I'm not as down on hers as you are, Legion. I like her support and her combat more.
I'm just very critical on support flyer, like
Wait.
on flyers.
Wait. Let's go back to that moment we just saw. So are you saying if she didn't have her special pre-charge, she wouldn't get the kill?
She would be a little harder pressed for it. What were the numbers? Because
She cleared it by 8.
probably not, because Mur's res is still quite high.
Hold on.
She
If they okay, so it's problematic both ways. If
Yeah.
it's true what you're saying, then they just showed us a lie.
It's gonna be much tighter than that, I think. But also do keep in mind that this is a no-seal Nephany, and Merseal being distant defense even, it doesn't scale as high. So full disclosure there. But because Nephany's special is pre-charged, which is almost impossible without units like Nithavalir or Asker or something like that, double specials are not likely to happen against Scowl users, realistically. I'll just say that.
I think with the second special, she'll still kill, because otherwise, that would be
It
super
comes really
fraudulent.
close.
It would be super fraudulent to show it off as getting the kill, and then she doesn't get the kill.
I mean, they might have literally pre-charged it for that reason.
I know, but that's super fraudulent. Why would you do that? That's just literally lying to players.
To show what can be if you give her their cooldown support.
Oh my god, no, that's a bad idea. I don't like that. All right. Anyways, we'll go through the heroes real quick. We'll start with Mia.
Yeah.
So
Back
Makes
to
sense.
self-buffing
First
like
one.
crazy.
Mia, you know what she
Yeah.
reminded me of?
Mia?
No, she reminded me of Anna. Summer.
Oh,
Halloween Anna.
Yes, she
Halloween
very
Anna,
much is in that
100%.
mold. Yep.
It is not literally word for word the same, but it's the same idea. And that she's going to be
Time
a
of the Prime.
god flying axer with. And she even got Snap too, which is hilarious. That uses Prime and
Oh.
enables Prime super easily. Like, it's.
For sure. And she even got Iotes, which was something that definitely bit Anna a little bit because she would still be weak to flyers, and now this
Yeah, I
just
think we
solves
talked
that.
about that when Anna first came out, which is hilariously bad because this is literally the definition of power creeping.
Besides not being a harmonic that can
aside from the
pre-charge a
skill.
miracle.
Okay, that is fair, but I think it's also fair to say you would take Mia over Anna.
Yeah,
I'm actually
generally,
curious
I
about
would say
that.
by a
From
little
a
bit.
whale perspective, I don't know, but I am inclined to agree with that. I
I
just
think
don't
the
know.
gap isn't, in terms of a unit you take into duels, for example, wouldn't be too big, but I think Mia's combat would be significantly better, enough to warrant potentially taking her.
She
over
hits
Anna.
harder, takes less damage.
Yeah.
I think that's good enough, and she buffs better, which means if you have ways to spread those buffs, in my books, she's just better.
Her bonus
Period.
is definitely stronger.
And
The only thing is that you can't A, instantly heal back to full, and B, pre-charge miracle to yourself. Those are the only things.
sure,
Yeah,
Dear
you don't
God,
quite
wait.
have that gimmick.
Ooh, that miracle.
But you have consistency in exchange for it. And consistently very, very good combat.
Oh,
it's
and
going
as
to be
a-
hard to take her out in one round.
Yeah, and as a PS, by the way, Ana already DR halves is just as an effect, not as a buff, just in case.
right. So they're very similar in many
yeah.
ways. But the thing is, when did Anna come out?
10 months ago?
Halloween, right?
Last Halloween, right?
Yep.
Yeah, I'm
roughly.
not crazy. It feels like a gazillion
Roughly,
years ago.
Yes. Yeah, I mean, we've seen her literally go from like a constant thing to keep in mind for the meta to like she sometimes shows up in the meta
She
to rarely.
doesn't show up at all.
I've seen maybe 2 in the past couple months.
Okay.
Surprised I see any.
Right. So
I
that's the
usually
problem.
see a decent amount of her, and now she's out of contention everywhere.
That's the
She
problem.
fell off quick.
She fell off quick, and they already took the same idea and then just redid it, and it's better now.
Yep. Because instead of keeping in mind, she does still have a stat scale, so at least she has that. This unit actually is a unit beyond the idea of just get a miracle and have as many bonuses as possible. There's actually quality to the unit itself.
The kit is better too because it's more recent. Pegasus Rift is a really good B.
Yeah. I mean, the Prime, I think some people are just going to argue attack speed is better.
It is, but to be honest,
Gambit is worse than Rift.
That's easy to get, to be honest.
Yes.
So.
Oh yeah, these days, especially after that Hero Rises, Prime is so easy. So, no worries there. But Rift!
Wait
First of all...
I just realized, why does she have Speed Defense Prime? Why is it not Speed Res Prime?
Balance.
Honestly, yeah, I don't... Well, you want the res check in
It
order
would make
to
more sense.
meet,
Well, the res check is visible. She doesn't have anything with her in combat.
Isn't it supposed to...
oh wait,
units,
no, it's
speed
the
plus res.
actual condition to get the
The
skill
condition
is...
to get it is out of combat, but in combat is what you're measuring for the actual plus X damage and
No,
X
it's the other way
DR.
around. The trigger is in combat.
Okay, either way, the rest will be calculated, so...
Yes.
Yeah.
That's why I'm
But, yeah.
confused. Why did they go Speed Defense Prime? Because there's no Speed Res Prime either.
Nope.
So
I mean,
that's
yeah.
confuzzling. It would have
It's
made
a little
more sense.
weird. It's a little weird, but I guess from a physical, like a melee unit perspective...
Yes, no,
Speed
I
Defense is-
absolutely agree. Speed Defense Prime is more useful than Speed Res Prime.
Yeah. It's weird not to see it here, but Speed Res Prime also sounds like garbage by comparison.
It is garbage. It is hot garbage.
This one at least helps the bulky physical units.
To be fair, she will use Speed Res Prime because she will have this encounter via Prime, but
Yep.
it is still goofy because this would have been a perfect opportunity to be honest, but whatever. I don't know. Ice makes weird decisions. I can't imagine who would even come out with Speed Res Prime at this point.
I'm surprised we even got this.
Yeah,
It'd
like,
have to
why
be
did they do this?
A unit like Cyrene, like a gimmick high res unit.
Right.
So,
anyways, whatever the case, this is a very concise kit. I can't argue to really change much of anything. Sure, adjust Prime. Sure, maybe
probably
go,
Excel.
Right, maybe Excel if you want, but you are giving up DC, so that's.
I mean, then if you could probably just go distance counter seal at that point and still be fine because of just how much damage reduction you're getting.
Sure, like there's various levels to this, but that is expensive to be fair.
Should be absolutely.
Luna can get replaced as well.
Yeah.
You can go no quarter just to get 100%. And yeah,
nothing wrong with that.
but when it comes to Pegasus Rift and AS Rain Snap, there's almost no reason to change
No,
any of that.
I would never change those realistically.
Yeah.
I mean, I guess if you like guidance stuff, but also keep in mind she could just use soaring because she has no perf skill. So, or echo rather.
Oh yeah, just use that. That makes so much more sense.
Yeah, right. Or you could give her Oath 4 and give her 4 bonuses. Just saying.
Okay, many things to do. Great hero.
Yep. Also noteworthy that for some reason Pegasus Rift has 3 more damage and damage reduction than Wyvern Rift. It's 10 instead of 7.
I didn't even notice
and I was speculating the reason being that stacking speed and res is generally just harder than it is to stack speed and defense on a unit who's already going to be a melee unit, so they'll have to give up stats with like a DC seal or A slot or something. So it may be their way of giving that unit a little more help. But I don't know.
That's a great way to summarize your thoughts.
Basically, Pegasus Flyers to say high speed, high res are in a worse spot right now, and way harder to use.
I agree.
Which is ironic, because the original idea was Wyvern units, defense units were harder to use, so let's make the speed check easier for them. Guess that flipped. Whatever.
I think it's time to talk about the most important hero on the banner. Do you disagree with that?
Yep. Absolutely. No. I absolutely
You absolutely disagree.
Yeah, fervently disagree. Leo is the best unit on the banner. You cannot convince me otherwise.
I think you're right about that. Yeah, I can see your argument.
Alright, you guys are fired. Alright. Infantry, God Lance, officially the best God Lance in the entire game. We were already expecting this. We just gotta confirm it, that's all.
Yep.
That seems
And
about right.
honestly, even now knowing exactly what she is, I still can't disagree with that.
Yeah.
Still
So,
can't.
the reason why she's going to be the best god Lancer is because in her sword variant, her only weakness was that she didn't have enough stats. So once you doubled her, she basically was screwed.
Absolutely. Not enough speed. And honestly, not enough depth res.
Yep. But this new iteration will have more stats because she's newer and there's more stats to work with. And then the weapon herself got updated to have more stats by a lot because it's now scaled and speed.
A modern weapon, yep.
Yep.
Yeah, at 15%, it may not be like a 20% attack speed penalty or whatever, but first of all, it's to your stats, which has benefits. And second of all, that's still, if you assume 50 speed, that's an extra 7 speed over what Queen's Blade has, for example.
Right.
And it can only go up from there, obviously.
Yep. Add to that to the healing, which wasn't necessary, but that is really annoying because
Super tanks love it.
Yeah, she's healing 14 with Bulwark 4.
Yeah,
which is
it's kinda
really
annoying.
because if you can't trigger a special and you can't double her, how do you kill her?
Pure damage, because the
You
only
just have to,
thing-
rely on pure damage, basically.
Wait,
The
burn
only thing
damage
that's
works
annoying-
on her, right?
What?
Yeah,
Burn
burn
damage
damage
does.
It
works,
does, as long as
Yeah.
you're not running Breath of Life 4, obviously.
Yeah, right. If you have any of that stuff, which Divine Nectar works great on her, by the way.
That's
then,
true. Yeah, she loves that.
But it is
She
worth
appreciates
noting.
the negation of Fatal Smoke from Divine Nectar as well, because she heals so
Right.
much.
Yep, great heal tank. The only thing that is kind of annoying is that she lost the damage reduction on her weapon. She doesn't have any
Yeah, those
anymore.
hurt a
She used to have 30%, which actually does matter because most units pierce damage reduction on special. So this is one of the only units who just likes percent damage.
Okay, so I think that's the trade-off. They gave her DC, and
Yeah.
I think that's what they valued. They viewed it as a trade-off. I think it's a fair trade-off. I'd rather have
fair.
DC built in.
Yeah, I would have probably slightly preferred the damage reduction because you can use distant bonus doubler, but now at least you have more flexibility about her seal or A slot.
Yeah, it gives
which
you
is
the
useful.
option of bonus doubler 4 for an extra 4 to all stats. It gives you the option of attack speed finish, which, depending on how your special is set up, is just true damage and healing for free. It gives you the option, I guess, of Excel if you're crazy, even though foes will never trigger specials, so why would you do that? So it gives you some cool options. It's just a bit annoying because it means your damage reduction is just your B slot or bonuses, nothing else.
The DC just makes more sense to me because she comes with NCD, so now she can properly use it.
Right, at the very least, it's easy.
Awesome.
You know,
and I can...
Yeah?
Oh.
I was gonna say
go
it's
ahead.
really rare for the second hero to be the best hero, actually, because it's a...
Yeah, they tend to be a little bit like in an
very
iffy spot
tech.
or hit or miss, but Lucia being Lucia, just kind of that's her whole thing.
Oh,
and
hold
that's
up.
what makes her-
We have a. Can someone give Elcio, Elcios? Oh my gosh, Ellie. Give Ellie a shout out. Time for me to steal your gotcha luck again. I rated this dude, and ever since then, I've had no luck in any gotcha games. Every gotcha
God.
pulls has been cursed ever since.
Oh no!
I'm not
This thing,
kidding.
He's just stolen it all.
Yeah, that was like a month ago too. It's been bad ever since.
Too much power.
By the way,
much
tomorrow
power.
I'll be pulling a bunch of tickets pulls. So
Oh yeah, right, because we got our first 5 batch.
yes, and the I gotta do the arena tickets. So this is gonna be a lot of heroes being pulled.
Ooh, that's a lot of free 5 stars.
Wow.
That's gonna be fun.
I think I'm gonna set a record. I have like 25, something crazy.
Yeah, so you're gonna be getting like close to 40 free 5 stars.
Yeah, so
Just guaranteed. Wow.
we're gonna find out tomorrow, chat. So do tune in. Also, since we're talking about scheduling and whatnot, we can't do all of the gotchas down mine tonight. I work in the morning.
Yeah.
It's not gonna work out. We're gonna do the summaries and we're gonna go through the stats really quickly. But yeah, we'll try to not take all night. So
Right. Yeah.
Mhm.
Keep things. Did you want to do any like the refined stuff at least?
the refined stuff I'll do in detail tomorrow. We'll go over the summer tonight. Well, the details.
Okay.
summer.
Yeah. I was just curious if
Yeah,
you were
sure.
gonna do it at all.
Yep.
That sounds good to me.
Yep.
All right, then. I guess let us continue.
Okay,
Keep
so
things-
I gotta address this because people keep saying, I wish she had Breath of Life 4. Firm cancel curb, in my honest opinion, is more important than Breath of Life 4 because you can straight up lose the game versus You can't even act. Have you guys not seen those stupid
It's so
dual?
bad.
Yeah, you can't even play the game.
And the dual
is great.
Sathers.
Yeah, dual Seether with dual Leon. You can't even play the game, guys. Why would you value Breath of Life 4 over more than Firm Cancel Curve? This is a more important skill. Why
It's
is
also counter control. Counter control is one of the most
really,
valuable
really
skills,
nice.
period. This recent Emblem Ike comes with it at tier 3.
Yes.
Firm Counter Curb, again, tier 3, really. Firm Counter Curb is counter control, one of the most ubiquitous skills in Summoner Duels, and a great skill in general. But it also just completely invalidates both the end turn status and end turn.
Yes.
That is insane value. It literally means if you run this with Breath of Life support, Leon is worthless. And Sather by proxy, because unless you run Time's Gate from her duo skill, she doesn't actually get any of her weapon effects going without turns, so she's not even good in combat.
It's funny because you could literally just run a unit with Breath of Life 4 in their C slot or this, and then have them with Null C Echo, and you just completely Leon. I know you were saying Leon gets shut down by Canto Curve and Breath of Life Legion, but with Null C Echo, he can't even sweep anymore. So he can't Canto, he can't sweep, he can't end turn, and by that point, he's just
and
dead.
does 0 damage, and nothing happens. You can't even use the duo skill anymore.
Right. So I wanna go back to that. There was an argument saying I would rather her have Breath of Life 4, not me saying it, but one of the viewers, instead of Firm Counter Control Curve. But my counter argument is why don't you just keep Breath of Life 4 on that other hero that already exists?
Everybody's already throwing it on everything anyways.
Yeah, I'm so confused by these arguments.
Just keep it on your Tune Micaiah or whatever support unit that you're running it on, and
because
it works fine.
Firm Cancel Curb has to be on a hard carry hero like Lucia. Because
it doesn't always have to be, but
no. Hold on. If Dual Leon or Seether attack or Dual Seether attack somebody and they die, the Firm Counter Curve does nothing then because they're dead. It has to be a hero that can take that hit, that can be a super carry.
That doesn't or that is a good backliner. Counter control in general is most popular on Krob and Robin for a reason.
And
female Robin.
Great Gatekeeper, yeah.
Bulwark for Counter Curb at the furthest point of your team makes more sense to me.
Yeah. Oh, I have absolutely no
In conjunction with Bulwark, it's quite nice. I gotta give
absolutely.
Yeah, you wouldn't want this in the back line, because if you put this in the back line, it wouldn't really make sense.
Well,
it has a 3-space trigger, so it's at least decently long.
If we're talking in Summoner Duels in particular, the chances of you not being within 3 spaces of any ally that gets shut down by Leon is next to 0. That much I can say.
I agree with that.
Especially if he's using his duo skill.
Yeah, but again, the biggest thing is, if that hero can't take on a dual Leon hit or a dual Seether hit, they can just rush in, get that kill, and your entire team doesn't act anymore.
Yep. That's true. If you're not able to prevent them from getting to your Canto Curb unit. Then,
right. That's why I'm saying you need a super carry to hold this. It makes more sense for the super carry to hold the Firm Cancel Curb, especially at the...
And then have your support with the Breath of Life 4.
Right. That's what I'm saying. It doesn't...
Yep.
I get Breath of Life 4 is really good, but this is exactly the kind of hero you want Firm Cancel Curb on, and she's that hero. She has it.
Absolutely. I will say now...
reliability for it, for sure.
Those specific units mentioned will probably be the ones that you most see run this, just because A, most people have counter control on them, and B, they tend to just see the most flexibility in team compositions. But super tanks like Emblem Ike, like Lucia...
Oh yeah, you'll see this on Emblem Ike and Lucia for sure.
Constantly. Those kinds of units, probably going to be the safest bet for this, because it is almost impossible for those specific units to remove them. In fact, Sather and Leon can't kill Ike.
Yeah.
So,
by the way, good pointer. Canto Emblem Ike with Canto 3 and Canto Control and Firm Cancel Curb makes perfect sense. Which same philosophy. A hero that's hard to remove from the field, holding something that's essential for keeping your team functional.
Yeah. Especially again since it's Canto Control. The Canto Control 3 is already essential. This just makes it. Again, there's only 2 units in the meta that shut down your turns, but still.
Why does Ike have Canto Control 3 instead of Cancel Curb? It is only a couple months.
I don't know. It's what
is it 3 months, chat?
6. Wait, no.
Wait,
4.
6?
We're going on 4. Sorry, 4.
At that point, 6.
Yeah. Oh, whoops. No, we're going on 4 because it's a 3-month cycle for emblems, and Celica already happened.
Okay. I put
So,
March.
yeah, 4 months. I think so. If I remember correctly. No. It was February because it was just not able to make the cutoff for hero anniversary voting.
Okay. There's
Yeah, it
no
was
way
on
they didn't
Hero
have
Rising.
firm cancel curb in the ideas. So they
Yeah.
literally made the decision not to give it to Ike. Now I get it.
Which is strange.
It'll be an overloaded kit, introducing a Goose
absolutely.
friend with counter curb, but it just made his C slot just half-assed.
I mean,
'cause
it's
not
still
even the end
good.
game. Yeah, it's still
not
good,
the
but
end
like,
game.
don't you feel bad for like everyone put Breath of Life 4 on him, but clearly,
I mean,
they could have gone this
he
direction.
is an Ike. He's already with Breath of Life 4 a Leon counter.
Sure.
Now he
No,
can
I
just
don't. I don't disagree with that.
Yeah, but now if he were to use firm counter control instead, firm counter curb, he would not only counter Leon, he would still need Breath of Life 4 to be consistent at it. Not only would he counter Leon, but also he does it passively. Because you can't use the duo skill, you can't kill him. Literally, you can't. And he has null C disrupt.
Yeah.
So, what do you do?
Yeah. No, so yeah, if you put it together, it's not, in my eyes, counter curb has fewer viable users than Breath of Life 4. That's how I see
Yep.
it. That's why I'm putting
Yeah.
that extra emphasis and value on top of it.
100% agree. Honestly, if you can, for the most meta compositions, just throw Breath of Life 4 on your Micaiah. She tends to be a pretty
Yes.
big target as it is,
I see a
but
lot of it
throw it on
Mickey's.
Micaiah.
Yep.
It's she has like a 90-something% usage rate in some of her duels, and most of them have Breath of Life 4. It's nuts.
Yep.
You run that on her, and then you run your carry with counter curb. And realistically, that is a comp that is super consistent against a lot of the meta stuff that is currently dominating.
Okay, but we're gonna
Just
move
in
on
general.
from that subject because most people don't play summer duels because most people don't want to deal with this shit.
Woo! Helps in the ether raids.
All right.
Stops for Mortis.
Anyways, so despite the fact
The B
there's no
slot's
A
also
slot,
perfect.
yes,
Yeah?
Bulwark makes perfect sense on her because she has no special. There's not a lot of that makes sense. So
She can't really. I mean, she can technically use the goose, but you shouldn't.
no, that makes so little sense. I understand using of godlike reflexes because that's what Lucia does back in the day. But you
Or
are
now
getting
use Gust.
huh?
Now you use Gust for the 40% true DR whenever somebody's special is ready.
Okay. Either way, the point is you don't get enough value of it. You're like using half of the skill at best. What's the point of that?
Pretty much. It's dumb. Like, I'm going to expect to see it, but just, again, there's so few units that make Bulwark completely useless for damage reduction without a special. You're probably going to be able to actually use it, and that's rare.
Yeah. And again,
Maybe consider dodge, but that's about it, yeah?
Bulwark forces engagements. People need to stop thinking in their heads that you can just fight anything anywhere. Bulwark catches people off guard all the time because that's not how the game works.
If you have Warp Bubble and Bulwark, you have to get through Lucia somehow.
Yeah.
With a
Yeah,
range
you basically have full control of the field at that point.
Right, and you can't if you can't beat her, then you lose. But I pointed this out before. If you just run around certain heroes, you can beat them. That's how you beat most of these super carries. Like, you can beat an Ike team just by running circles around Ike. And that's something you can actually do. It's not as easy as I'm making it out to be because there's a lot of counterplays to it, but
Of course.
in general cases, you don't have to kill the super carry to beat the enemy team. That is a fact. That's why Bulwark and stuff like that is what makes things super annoying because it forces you to fight these heroes, or you just run out of the stage, run out the circle, and you just lose by draining points every turn. Like
just pure pressure.
Yeah. So don't underrate Bulwark. I get that there's more flashy and cooler skills, but it is not useless. Not even close.
Not
Absolutely.
by a long
Still,
shot, yeah.
when it works, one of the best B slots. Period. It's just most people can't make it work.
Right. But this is a perfect situation. Anyways, so I don't think there's any question to this. This is a 10 out of 10. I don't know how you can't give it. Okay, she has one weakness. There's no damage reduction. That's the only weakness.
Yeah, she's a little passive, and I guess her actual damage reduction is still on the lower side. compared to some of the other more contemporary units, but that's it.
Mm-hmm.
And in exchange, she gets things that nobody else can.
Yes.
Like ignoring any special.
Yes.
Just straight up, you're not allowed to use them. Including AoEs, by the way, which is kind of gross.
But I get it. Like, I think that's fine. She had more weaknesses in her older iteration, and she still dominated the meta, so,
Oh, absolutely.
I'll easily believe in her.
I mean, we literally have her BHB. It just ended. But we had her BHB, and I know a lot of people still struggled with her. It's gonna be the same thing here. Just more, because she's a modern unit.
She's a defensive hero then? In a way, because her defense value is insane, but she's not gonna be slashed on offense.
Yeah, she still does 20% speed true damage, which is effectively like, I guess you could say it's like a pseudo Vital Astro almost on hit, if you want to look at it that way. But she's definitely more of a tank than a killer, that's for sure.
Loki almost kills her, yes. But I don't know where you're...
That's true, but that's with the base kit, so...
Do keep in mind,
yeah.
Loki's scary, so she's supposed to hit super hard. But after the battle, she healed 14, which is going to make it a lot harder for a lot of heroes to beat her at that point anyways.
It's just pure damage can overwhelm Lucia because she is relatively honest in her bulk. That's the only thing you have to watch out for. And obviously units like Celic could probably roll through her.
Yeah.
But for where she wins, nobody else can do what she does. Think Nurgle. Literally can't win. Ike literally can't win. Just saying.
Also, do keep in mind, this is not the proper way of using her. She's a super carry. This is not the team she's going to run. She's not going to run her friggin' brother with like Lindsay. No, that's not gonna, or Batch. Like, that's not going to happen. You're going to run a bunch of things to buff her, and she's going to be unstoppable.
This is a completely unsupported Lucia.
Yeah. So don't lose your minds over that Loki situation. That would never happen. You would never have like that kind of
especially in Ether rates. No, you will win that matchup, period, if you use Lucia correctly.
All right, let's go over Leo. The festival bonds. So
Best unit on the banner.
Throughout my years of playing this game, I've been rich, I've been poor, I've been happy, I've been sad, I've been I've been all over the place. But one thing's been the same throughout. Leo sucks ass, and I guess that never changes. Thank you, Eyes, for the consistency.
It only changed that one time.
Yep, you got one good
nice Valentine's.
And I don't
this ult's at least fun for demote.
Sure.
We'll give it that.
Yeah.
So, the biggest thing about this one is Fatal Smoke 3. Hooray! Accessible.
Hey! Actually, good pre-fodder.
Yeah, really nice.
Fatal 4 is really good.
And in theory, Juicy Bucketful is a great tome. But he's colorless, which closes it down to he's probably just going to be the one using it. Unless people want to put it on Lime or Laurent.
Lime or Laurent. Let's go. I mean, if you are a Laurent fan, he is a demote, so I guess you have a use for this now.
I've gotten a handful of them over the last handful of months.
But it's a cool weapon. I don't like the guaranteed follow-up status in general, but it's still a follow-up. And the true damage is nuts. Especially since it scales on foes bonuses too. Like, getting to the max 25 is pretty easy.
Yeah, it reminds me of Claude's remix update.
Yeah, on his beast slot. So that's actually kind of cool.
Alright, but yeah, mostly just fodder for Fatal Smoke 3. I don't really see a reason to go out of your way to use this dude.
Nope.
Yeah, unless you like Leo, and in which case, your taste might be, well, a little questionable if you ask some people, but to me, you're warranted.
Tastes like food.
I like Leo and Fates. I like Leo and Fates, I just don't like how he's been
I don't like how they treat him in Heroes.
Yeah.
But I like him
I
in
like
general.
how they treat him in Heroes. Do you have a personality? Tomato.
They treat him like he's a joke, yeah.
It's his favorite food, if I remember correctly. It's not.
He mentions it like one time in Fates that he likes tomatoes, not even that like it's his favorite food of all time.
You want to know how sad that is? Because the Fate director is the Fates director, so
yeah,
they he gives a damn about his own character.
They flanderized him without even needing to change the director up. Like, that's just embarrassing.
It's funny. I feel like Camilla was flanderized in like a revert, like they almost gave her more character in Faye than they did in
Faye.
Faye.
And then Leo got the reverse of that, which is just weird.
Get it? I don't get it.
Anyways, I don't really feel bad for him because he's still Leo, but like,
yeah.
Congratulations, you're on this banner. I don't know why,
Nice.
but all right.
Nice attack stat.
All right, the most important hero, second most important hero, because that
second.
you can't argue with like this okay, so people, I think we're all in agreement. You're gonna skip this banner.
Yes.
Everyone's gonna skip this banner.
I think so.
This banner is gonna do relatively poorly in comparison to everything. It is a beyond F tier banner, and the rationale is simple. Choose Your Legends is coming up.
Yep.
Yeah.
Right as it happens,
Yeah.
we get that BST bump. And historically, every banner before Choose Your Legends has almost never mattered. Like maybe one hero, but like.
I mean, I guess Lucia could be that hero, but at the very least, the firm Cano curb will eventually have its impact.
Right, but it's bait. Come on.
Yep.
You know that. Everyone knows that.
100%.
Right. So because of the setup, it's really, really difficult. But as it stands, as of today, which is August 6th, 2024, these are some goddamn good heroes. Like, these are top of the range heroes. And Harmonic Nephany is a great example of that. This might be one of the best support heroes in the entire game, yet she smashes through tanks for some reason.
Yep. The smashing may be a bit subjective, but yeah.
I mean,
definitely insane offense potential, huh?
Right. But the attack speed mastery. Okay, let's start there. What do you think of this skill? This is an interesting skill because
it is something.
Resonance, we all agreed, is a really hard skill to use because the idea is you commit fully to the battle. You take damage, you're stuck in the battle. And most cases, because most characters don't have cancel in their weapons. But that's the idea. Nope, you just use mastery and you can solve that.
Yep, you just use mastery. And it's catch based, obviously, so
easy to get.
Who cares? Just
plenty of
that with
emotes have
resonance.
released with catch.
Yep.
So very simple.
Yeah, mage flyers and if allowed, mage calves are going to absolutely love this kit. It's just Kanto damage reduction having. Like, how could you possibly argue with that? And again, also, first of all, it's foes fit HP over 50%, which is way easier than catch's normal condition of 100%. Now there's also the penalty.
I gotta take care of this.
Oh.
We have nobody on YouTube.
Yeah, I saw their message earlier and I was like, am I gonna have to watch that person?
To answer your question, I can't interact with you guys because we're having a discussion. I can't just be like, hey, I'm talking to you guys, talking to Legion, to DX, to Faye Apologist, and then talk to you guys at the same time. It's really hard. It doesn't work like that, guys. Come on.
That is a sentence right there.
It's not me being rude. This literally doesn't work like that. So it's like if you show up to someone's show and they're doing the show and you're like, why aren't you paying attention to me?
There are people like that.
I know there are people like that.
They're annoying people.
We've been streaming long enough to know that there are people like that. But guys, please, be fair here. We do have pauses, and we do interact, and it's not like we never interact with people, period, but...
Right. Well, the topic is underway.
Sure.
A little tough.
Alright.
Alright, that's cool.
I don't think we can reason with this person.
Or that person.
I'm pretty sure it's the same person.
I'm pretty sure that somebody said he got raided by a savory group of people.
Well, unfortunately, all that causes me to do is turn off live chat. Or actually... Well... Members only mode. Simple girl, if that's the case, by all means, get on Twitter and prove it. It's not an invitation to say whatever you guys want.
Oh my god.
That's rough, guys. Come on.
I love the internet.
Nothing could ever go wrong on this lovely lovely internet.
Yeah. I hate how this world is currently, by the way, where, I mean, the reason why I'm saying this is because the political debates going on is just so immature. It's insane, the stuff I've been reading. And then to deal with it yourself, essentially, where people could just say whatever the heck they want, and you kind of have to take it. And if you directly address it, you're playing into the game, so yikes. Like, what are you supposed to do?
Okay, I reported one of the people spamming slurs. Let's see.
All right, well, we're gonna keep going. I miss
All
Teresa.
right.
Yeah, it'd be nice if we had a mod tonight, but Teresa was here earlier in the day, so.
Yeah.
Robin, thank you so much.
Streamer named groomed me, and why is chat so racist? Sound like bot messages. These might be bots.
They're not bots. Just stopping by to say hi. Hi, Robin. Thank you so much. Thank you for uplifting us. We had to shut down the YouTube portion of the stream, unfortunately.
Yeah. It is what it is. But alright.
Was it on YouTube? Yeah. It's kind of rare nowadays for things like this to happen because they have more things in place to stop them. But yeah, we'll give it some time and then we'll put it back. We'll put the chat back up. To be honest, I don't think these people have an attention span, so well, for those on YouTube, just give it some time. We'll turn it back on in a bit.
Yep.
YouTube chat was crazy. It's not the norm, but to be honest, this happens more often on YouTube because Twitch is a lot more serious about it. YouTube really doesn't care about streaming, and I think most people know that, so. Alright, let's keep going. Hey, where were we? Oh yeah, Mastery. So, Kano 2 is great. Attack speed plus 7 is great. It's the second part that's so weird to me. A divine
First of all,
effect.
2 more.
Wait, what?
2 more attack speed than catch.
Sure.
So 11.
Eventually, yeah.
Like, how are you gonna get the second part? That doesn't even make sense.
Well, that's the second part is a harder condition than the original Catch 4, so.
In a sense. The only thing is, this includes trenches and trees. I don't remember if it includes water, but I know it includes trenches and trees. So
difficult terrain. I think it's just trenches because water isn't difficult terrain; it's impassable terrain.
Trees are difficult terrain.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Trees and trenches.
The entire thing is really weird, to be honest.
The Mozu effect.
Yeah, a little odd.
But it does mean that you don't have to rely on your comp anymore. You just have to rely on your map. But most maps have that somewhere, so it just comes down to where you're positioned.
Yeah, it's kind of funny that a skill named Mastery is just like benefiting you if the terrain around you helps and not because you're like actually better.
Now you're a master of your terrain. I mean, they are flyers, so technically they are the master of terrain, but yeah.
I guess.
It's interesting, though. At the very least, it's a very easy attack speed 7 compared to catch, and ranged calves in general have no A slots. So, it's really nice to have this. But getting to the 11, while inconsistent on the map basis, is still not too bad, in my honest opinion, and is an insane amount of attack speed, all things considered. That's the way I see it, anyways. And ignoring, by the way, that it also is just Kanto 2. Not even Kanto Remainder, not even Kanto 1. Kanto 2.
Yeah, it's really good. It's like Sonic keys, and it just in the A slot, which is really good because of the resonance stuff.
Yeah, and it's literally if you just entered combat. Doesn't matter if the foe's HP was at the right HP threshold or whatnot. Just enter combat first, and you get Kanto 2. Which, also, when you consider this, Kanto 2 on a ranged flyer essentially means you go in, attack, and move back your normal move range. Meaning it's just a hit and run. That's really good.
Wait, is this flyer only?
I don't know yet.
I could tell you, but that would be revealing stuff in the data mine.
Wait, what?
Do you want me to?
I mean,
That's not such a
considering
big deal. Go ahead.
Okay.
Is it flyer only?
it is flyer only, yes.
Oh, it's flyer only. Okay. That makes more sense, but still, if it's flyer only, that's really good.
I just wanted to be sure.
flyers definitely have not the. Is it ranged or melee?
It is,
well.
I believe. Let me double check here. It should be. It's all flyers.
Ooh, so melee flyers can use this. That's interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay, I guess that would be why it's called Mastery then. It's because it's flyers. So that's interesting. I'm actually... That's a really cool ace slot in general. I mean, melee flyers have Clash and Excel, but still. Kanto 2 on your ace slot? Who's gonna complain?
And when we get the additional variants of it that are more defensive, they can still use it pretty well, because you can just get the Kanto afterwards. And more defensive variants can actually appreciate the, wait, never mind, I'm thinking of something in Nephene's kit. But no, it's easy skill to make use of.
Yep. I will say one caveat of this, just as a quick one last aside.
Yeah.
If you get attacked in summoner duels, you've been in combat that turn. So you can then use your Kanto however you want. You don't have to use it offensively if you got attacked. Just want to point that out.
I hadn't even thought about that.
Because then you could use like a tank, go in, enemy phase, something, and then Kanto out.
Yeah, that's the defensive application of it, I think. That could be interesting.
Yeah. So, all in all, amazing skill. Which is also amazing for mage flyers. So, great start.
Okay. But the bigger thing is the weapon, because the weapon is insane. 3 columns, 3 rows, effects, tons of stats, special
Bit
cooldown.
Of a goofy scale, but still.
Right, special cooldown down plus -1 first attack
Also
and
speed
follow
res
attack.
buff immunity.
Oh yeah, right. And then the extra damage when you take some damage.
Wrath. Essentially.
Yeah, essentially, yeah. 10 damage.
Which is, I guess, Neffy's thing.
It's not really Neffy's thing. That's not her first skill.
I mean, she debuted it.
She debuted
It's
it.
true,
I know
and
that's
that's
such
her
a stretch.
her Path of Radiance skill as well.
Kind of goofy, but whatever.
Sure. Anyways, they didn't feel like it would be fair to just give her a sweep purely based on speed, but they did 3 rows or 3 columns. Little did they know, that's like nothing.
That literally, it is just speed. Now it's kind of goofy because it's 2 conditions for
You know
one
what?
thing to
Sorry,
happen.
before you...
Yeah.
This will matter if it's like if it's in summer duels and it's 1-on-1.
Yeah.
Because the entire teams are dead.
Yeah, if it's
like-
1-on-1
Yeah.
or a really awkward position, like if you use Emblem Celica, then this might become a problem.
That's so funny. This might actually catch someone off guard. But yeah, it might matter like once in a gazillion fights.
Yeah, let's put it this way. Objectively, this is harder than Hinoka's sweep. Especially since it doesn't have a guaranteed condition like Hinoka does. But the unit is way more threatening in exchange for that. So it's a fair trade-off.
Have we got a
Until
Korra and Azura
support.
duel?
Huh?
No, we have not.
No. Strangely,
Nope.
no.
Well,
we
we
did get a...
Azura dressing up kind of like Korra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then it's also support, which is what makes it really spicy.
Yeah. All right.
Cool. Yeah. I will say this, because of things like Rally Spectrum and Nerthuz, it's not the most unique support, technically speaking. But considering the unit as a whole, it's a lot of roll condensation on a flyer.
Yes.
So I wouldn't really complain.
Because you put it down with the speed res crux, and it just all works really well together. The idea, like, all these skills stack together, essentially.
And no personal skill, meaning, once again, you can just use Soaring Echo.
Yes. Resonance 4, though, is perfect B slot. Everyone knows what it already does. It makes perfect sense in this situation. And yeah, once you put on Soaring Echo or whatnot, this is perfect because then she can go in, get the kill, back off, and you can jump onto her, and then she buffs the team still with Speed Res Crux in her weapon, so...
Yeah.
Sensible.
It's actually a lot of roll content. Like, she's not the most threatening unit because ultimately she's spamming Moonbows with 60% DR cut. At best, by the way. You have to give her 5 HP to get there. And of course, Kanto Control, if it shows up, or I guess new and improved Kanto Control, it shuts down mastery completely. But the fact of the matter is, this is still a unit who can be very annoying to pin down, who provides support regardless of what she's doing, and even if she doesn't do the most damage, she will do damage at a pretty set value. And as long as you don't have Byleth or Null Sea Echo or Ike, you can't counter, realistically, in most scenarios. So even if she doesn't kill, who cares?
Yeah, it's a really well made setup. So yeah, a very great hero. This is this is Summer Duel's Ether Raids kind of hero. Just makes people's lives miserable.
Probably more of an Ether Raids defense unit, in my opinion, because it's so 3 rows, 3 columns heavy. Which is
right, yeah,
a bit
that's almost impossible to dodge.
Yeah, it's a little more annoying in Summoner Duels. She works there, though. But yeah, Ether Raid's defense, especially since you get to obviously enable Duo's Hindrance, really annoying unit to get around and attack. So that's a lot of value.
Do you guys remember how stupid Ryuma's dance is? I forgot how dumb this is. That's people you freaked out about this. Look at that.
Xander's is even more goofy.
Yeah, I know, but oh my god, these are from a certain amount
I love
of time.
that banner.
Anyways, great Harmonized skill. That is really good for Summer Duels.
Yeah, that part's what makes it really cool for Summoner Duels.
Yeah. Get an Ike in easily, for example, or Corrin in easy.
You can't get stalled. If you don't have Micaiah for some reason, then you can just neutralize penalties this way if you have to. Or you can neutralize more penalties. Obviously, the movement +1. Tellius units in general are starting to kind of get a resurgence because of the refined batch we have with like Shinon, Daughtry, and Jill. It's definitely a very strong harmonic skill. Movement +1. Everybody loves it.
Alright. But yeah, I think that sums it up. So, the way I see it, Nephany is also 10 out of 10. Hard for me to not give her that because she's very meta. Anti-scout is the definition of what okay, what were you gonna say?
Huh?
You wanted to say something.
I think you disagreed a little with the 10 out of 10, right?
I was gonna say 9 out of 10, and that's just because there's too much Null Sea disrupt in this meta.
Okay. But there's nothing any hero can do about it.
Yeah, exactly. It's just when you rely so much on that, as opposed to like where Celica Desperations, it's kind of annoying. But that's about it.
I don't know if it goes that far because her support's so good, but alright.
Yeah. A 9.5 is honestly totally generous. Like,
that's
totally
fine,
too.
it's your rating, I'm not trying to influence it.
Yeah.
Because, again, if you put the idea of this hero together in any team, she fits in virtually every team. She provides... Again, most support heroes don't go this far in offense. Who's the strongest support hero, chat, that you think is predominantly support?
Nurgle?
Okay, well, that's probably it.
He kind of does everything, yeah.
Either Nurgle or Micaiah.
Micaiah is probably
more
the
offensive.
strongest single support unit that I can think of.
Alright. Tanuki, welcome.
Tanuki.
I think Nurgle leans too offensive to call him a support unit.
No,
Micaiah,
I
I
think
can
it's
see
fair.
the
Essence Drain is... There's a reason buffs can't just be assumed you keep them anymore, and it's his fault.
Alright, but...
Yes, I mean, that's part of what he does.
She's right up there with them, and all those heroes are ridiculous.
Absolutely, and that's part of what makes, especially in the Summoner Duels perspective, support and combat, you're not really losing anything for running that slot. Just saying.
Okay. Let's talk about... let's go over the... It makes more sense to go over the heroes first, chat. The stats first, and...
Yeah, we'll just start there.
It's... Dex never posts correctly. It's...
I got it.
Legion, please save this man. Please, you save this man every single time. No, check it.
I did the copy image instead of the copy link.
You did it. You do this every time, man.
The copy link, I did the copy link weeks ago, and it didn't work, so I changed the copy image, and that worked. And then I did copy image this time, and it didn't work. So now I don't know which one I'm supposed to do.
Okay.
Maybe the one...
Legion gets it right every time, though.
No, I think I realized. I probably took one that was already low res to begin with. That must be why.
Oh. Well, whatever the case, how come Legion never makes a mistake? Exactly. Legion's more man than you ever will be.
because Legion is better at double checking those things than I am. So, yeah.
The heck? You can't. Did I uninstall Paint? What happened?
That's a question.
No, it's still on my computer. Why can't I select it? The heck?
What? It's just Paint.
Azura should have been the Emblem unit.
Yeah.
I think it should have been Sakura, just because she's never. Wait, the Emblem unit.
Wait,
The Emblem unit.
Wait, why are we talking
You
about Emblem
what?
unit?
for Fates, the Emblem unit?
I think that person is talking about instead of Camilla as the DLC emblem, Azura should have been.
Oh,
Okay, that's
the DLC
Yeah,
emblem.
I was getting really confused by this train of thought.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I can agree with that. Even
Camilla is called the Emblem of Revelation, for God's sake, which is Azura is literally the main character of Revelation along with Korn. So
what?
it's strange, I know.
Okay, we're not gonna go do comparisons tonight. It's too much. We're not gonna have time for it. So we're just gonna go over the
Yeah.
heroes. And to be frank, you've known the stats for a long time now, so there's not much point to it. Okay, fine. Maybe we'll do 1, 2.
Yeah, we'll do one.
1 to 2.
Okay.
No more than that. You hear me,
I was about
Legion?
to say.
Legion's like, okay, 6.
Yes, that's how Legion counts. 1, 6, 20.
Yep.
Alright, anyways. So here are our new, again, it feels weird to say Hoshun Summer, but Hoshun Summer heroes. With the Hestal, Harmony and Nephany, Loyalty and Robe Lucia, Summer Slice Mia, Pestle Bonds Leo, and Wishful Spark Takumi. Unfortunately, this is not the most exciting thing, as we already all know about their stats. So,
Not all of them. We didn't
Well-
know like Lucius, for example.
okay, well,
We had a good idea on most of them, though.
well, yeah. Anyways, so quickly we'll go over their stats really quickly. That is exactly the same thing as what I was saying, just said twice. Anyways, reading and talking at the same time is not easy. 45 HP, 41 HP, 38 HP, 37 HP, 40 HP. Leo having the lowest HP because he's a failure makes sense to me. Fair enough.
Good HP for Resonance on Nephany as HP.
Yeah. I actually prefer Mia to have less HP because she's a giant stat ball anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, but she's a
Work,
true
but-
DR stat ball.
With True DR, you do need. She'll
Kinda
probably
like-
want to run an HP seal. HP
Yeah,
attack speed.
almost
or something.
guaranteed.
Well, what would you have given up? Res?
Defense but she already gave up so much attack. It would have to be defense, which is kind
It's
of annoying.
tough. Working with flyer abuse, too, yeah.
Yeah, and going back, why did she get speed defense prime? She clearly has a focus on res. Like, what?
I mean, it's not
Trying
the
to
most
balance her
focused.
bulk.
Sure.
35 res isn't super impressive, but still.
Alright. Anyways, 45 attack, 42 attack, 42 attack, 46 attack, 42 attack. Okay, that's bigger range than usual, but it's really led by Leo. Not that it matters.
Low attack.
Yeah,
better.
actually, you're right. These are pretty
A
low.
little bit.
The highest attack in the game is what, 47?
47.
I believe
And most
it's
units have
47,
40.
yeah.
Most units have 43 to 45.
Oh my
So
god,
that's a lot
Nephany
of
has
42.
45. What the heck?
Yeah.
Mhm.
Oh yeah,
She
Nephany's
min-max
offense
is pretty
nuts.
hard.
Yeah. Alright, in terms of speed, 47, 46, 47, 27, and 46. Leo's slow.
At least Takumi's right up there.
Yeah, Leo's slow. Let's just leave it at that.
Yeah.
And then Nephany has, the defenses, 21 defense, 30 defense, 27 defense, 18 defense, 28 defense. There's more variance this time, but yeah, they're all middling to low.
Oh, we
Low
actually have a
defense.
unit with 48 attack. That would be Valentine Ephraim, who no one ever
Oh
uses.
yeah, right.
Wait, wow.
Yeah,
It's been
Ephraim's
that long
attack
and they
is
haven't
nuts.
gone back to 48 attack. Okay.
Nope.
They don't touch
that's
48
insane.
very often in general. It's a very spooky number.
Alright. As for res, 20 res, 34 res, 35 res, 46 res, and 23 res.
Bit of a high res banner.
Yeah, the res is usually where the highest variances in every banner, but okay.
Yeah.
Alright, let's get to the heroes then. Festival Harmony, Nephany. We'll do one comparison. Who would it be?
First off, She is a 178 BST Red Mage Flyer with Speed Super Boon, Res Super Bane. Gee, I wonder what you go for.
I was trying to have you pick a hero out and then say it so I could have time to.
Oh, okay. Okay. Yeah.
I didn't forget.
You and your enthusiasm.
Yeah, Summer Golbeg.
All right. Now we could set things up. That was the idea, but all right.
Right, I forgot that the layout wasn't even set up yet.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that we don't have anybody with 46-47 offenses yet, or 46-46 even. I think Neffany is tied for the highest offensive spread, but I can't remember. Oh, well, okay, never mind.
Oh, okay.
Well, here's Goveg.
Yep.
So, 40 HP, 45 HP, 5-point advantage for Neffany. 46 attack, 45 attack, 1-point advantage for Goveg. 47 speed, match. 24 defense, 21 defense, 3-point advantage for Goveg, but negligible. 17 res, 20 res, 3-point advantage for Neffany, but again, negligible. Huh. Okay, this is crazy. Neffany has so much support. Goveg has extra turns.
Yeah, Golbeg has extra turns and still has damage reduction control. So, plus an actually good special. But Golbeg has to rely on DR, and Neffany has to rely on sweep. Actually, I know which one's better in Summoner Duels, yes. But from an Ether Raids perspective, I'm not sure.
Yeah, Cav lines with Goveg or Neffany in...
With just about anything.
Well, anything, yeah, that's true. Alright, interesting pick. I agree with that. This is a good exemplar because this summer, it didn't have a lot of scary mages in comparison.
Not really. We haven't got a lot of fast mage nukes. I mean, I guess Celica as well, but it's been relatively tame for new mages recently. But figuring 2 red mages of note recently, pretty comparable. Good.
Alright. So yeah, I think this shows it off. I mean, everyone's fought Goveg at this point, and Goveg is scary, and so therefore, you know, Neffany's gonna be scary.
Yep.
Alright, we'll move on to Lucia. For Lucia, I feel like we should go with Lucia first, just to show it off.
Yeah, illustrate, because obviously we need to know how much of an improvement she is over herself, because the whole point is she is herself, yeah?
Boons and Banes in the meantime.
Oh, of course. So Lucia is a 193 BST Lance Infantry with attack Super Boon and HP Speed Super Banes.
You know, I'm never gonna get used to the fact that 193 is where we're at. You know that, right?
And we're getting to 196.
Yeah, we're getting BST bumps
Next
so
update.
soon.
Yeah, so they can have like 200 BST infantry heroes.
Infantry.
Which make no sense.
With perfs. Demoted.
All right.
Hypothetically.
So how big of a difference is Lucia? How old is Lucia, by the way? 2, 3 years?
She is like a year old, yeah.
Year
a little over 8.
Wait, it's a year?
Year and a half?
A year
she was
and...
last book.
Yeah, a little under a year and a half, I think.
It feels
She was
way,
March of 2023, I believe.
She was part of the Godsword spam from 2023.
That was a dark time.
Yeah, everybody was trying to... I mean, she was one of the first ones, but still, it was like Godsword after Godsword.
Alright, well, 40 HP, 41 HP, 1-point advantage for New Lucia, which is good. HP is the least useful stat for her. 41 attack, 42 attack, 1-point advantage for New Lucia. Wow, that's...
Yeah,
What
nothing.
is this? 45 speed, 46 speed. Wait, what is this? 29 defense, 30 defense. What is this? It's literally the same hero with just the 1-point bump throughout.
It's literally just flowers. It's literally flowers and 1 res.
Wait, I thought the stats were a bigger difference in this. This is nothing.
I mean, it is 1 gen, but still.
Lucia feels way older than 1 gen, though.
It's because her weapon has no stat scaling. That's the part that sucks.
Alright. So if you do flowers, it evens up. The only difference is in res, but even then it's negligible. So
yeah.
Basically, with all that said, yeah, it's the weapon biggest difference, because the weapon will easily add to a new Lucia 7+ stats.
Yeah,
easily.
That's the big thing. You lose damage reduction, but you gain distant counter, stats, and healing. And then otherwise, they are functionally the same weapon.
Damn.
So, I wonder which one I prefer.
This is literally... This is so silly. They didn't try at all. They're like, let's just put 1 on everything.
Yeah. The BST part is so goofy. They literally knew, okay, We just needed to fix Lucia. Let's give her stats. We're done. That's literally all they had to do, though, because honestly, the only reason why we don't see Lucia is because her stats suck. So, have fun with this.
All right, who's a good hero? In the meantime, if you pick
Old
one,
Mary.
Sure. Actually, that's perfect.
Works out. Very recent Godlance comparison,
this-
or at the very least defensive.
This is the same idea as we just did for Nephany.
Pretty much. I mean, obviously, Gold Mary's a little different, but still.
All right.
It's pretty much the same
I
concept.
still can't believe this is Kaboom's art. It still looks so off to me.
It's. I don't mind it. I mean,
I'm fine.
Oh.
All right. 4 HP, 41 HP, 1 point advantage for Lucia, 44 attack, 42 attack, 2 point advantage for Gold Mary, 46 speed, 46 speed, equal, 47 defense, 30 defense, 17 point advantage for Gold Mary, 16 res versus 34 res, 18 point advantage for Lucia. Who would you prefer to use?
I
would-
still play Lucia.
Yeah, generally, I mean, the thing I like about Gold Mary is at least she has support over Lucia. Lucia is completely combat oriented.
Yes.
But Lucia's combat is just so much easier, I think, to make work in an Omni-Tank role than Gold Mary's because of her terrible res and the fact she's basically there to just be a blockade against melee threats.
But Lucia's a
Lucia
blockade
can-
towards everything.
Towards pretty much everything, yeah. Anything that doesn't completely overwhelm her with raw damage. So
Yeah.
I can, at the very least, appreciate Lucia a lot more for her, what she brings to the tank role.
Gold Mary can kill things because she has 3 different true damage scales and damage reduction piercing.
Yep.
As well as also having Lagoo's plus godlike reflexes damage reduction. So, in those regards, she is both more offensive and in some ways better damage reduction than Lucia. But on the other hand, it doesn't stop her res from being so completely worthless that she gets absolutely blasted by mages.
Yep.
And of course, AoEs are a huge problem for any super tank. Actual specials, piercing damage reduction doesn't matter for Gold Mary, but you could still get absolutely nuked
Right.
by like a Nurgle Glacies or something. And Lucia doesn't have to deal with any of that. Flash weapons, if you don't have disencounter for some reason, that could also be annoying. Like, Lucia just counters so much of the meta right now that even though Gold Mary is so much more threatening offensively and has such a good damage reduction loop hypothetically, Lucia just is safer.
Yep, I agree.
A lot safer.
So Gold Mary hasn't really taken off, and it's easy to understand why. But yeah,
Skeptical of her since her release, and I think I still am.
Lucia will take off. I believe that. All right.
Yep.
Summer Slice Mia. Boons and Banes, please.
Alright, so Mia is a 189 BST Axe Flyer with Speed Super Boon. Woohoo! And then HP Attack and Defense Super Banes.
Okay.
Oof. But the speed is nice.
Yep. Now, this is going to be an interesting comparison because this is literally an upgrade, an update, essentially. So, 4
Pretty
HP, 38 HP, 2 point advantage for Anna, 44 attack, 42 attack, 2 point advantage for Anna, 47 speed, 47 speed, match, 31 defense, 27 defense, 4 point advantage for Anna, and then 27 res, 35 res, 8 point advantage for Mia. Well, that's actually quite a big difference. This is a big res throw.
Yeah. Anna is more balanced in bulk, and Mia is obviously deliberately designed around res. Obviously, also keeping in mind that since Mia's weapon is visible stats, Anna will lose in that department for whatever visible check you might have. Anna is a lot harder to use Rift in either form on than Mia. Not impossible, just harder. So keep that in mind. And of course, while Anna has Miracle Looping and also still gets to have a lot of the same perks as Mia, Mia just has true damage reduction to the moon. And keep this in mind. Mia counts off your opponent's bonuses as well, not just hers.
That's the
Even
gimmick
if
of
you
this
get-
banner, yeah.
Yeah. Even if you get your bonuses stolen by Nurgle or I guess Tina, that just means that your opponent has your bonuses that you then use for your own stats, or your damage reduction and true damage. So it's still not the end of the world if they get stolen. Whereas with Anna, if you don't have bonuses, oops, just have nothing. Like, you have Miracle, that's it. So, surprisingly, Mia is not only stronger potential, but also a little more consistent.
Yep.
That's the way I see it, anyways.
Okay. Outside of that, I just realized
the roll is weird, huh?
I just realized they both kill you with candy.
Yeah.
It's true.
One of them is a little more threatening than the other, though. That is a lot of cotton candy.
I don't even know how you kill someone with cotton candy. That's so weird.
I don't know. How dense is it? Because, yeah, I mean, what about those people like to crush it into like little rocks? What if that's just one big rock of cotton candy and it's not soft at all?
It's just sugar balls then. Anyways, but yeah, there's no direct comparisons. These two are it when it comes to god flying.
Yeah, speedy melee flyers. I can't think of any off the top of my head that are meta right now.
That's fine because we're gonna move on to Leo. So Leo, 37, the Festival Bonds Leo. Who's a good example here?
Laurent, probably. I try to think if there's
if you were talking about
there's no good
in the colorless mage row. I'm trying to think of a mage cab like this right now, but for some reason I can't think of one.
Chat, who's smarter, Laurent or Leo?
Oh, I would say
glasses.
Laurent for sure because of the glasses. Yeah.
All right.
Also, by the way, Leo's 174 BST colorless mage cav with attack and speed super boons. What?
Okay, sure.
Well, why you? And then everything else is a super bane.
It's a trap for people obsessed
Very
with getting
random.
the extra stat point. Yep. All right.
Yeah, you just want to go attack and res on him, really.
39 HP, 37 HP, 2-point advantage for Laurent. Ruby Sakurai, welcome
55
back.
months. You
55.
kill people with cotton candy by giving them diabetes, famous mod.
Yes, a slow and miserable death. Good job. Also, earlier comment was saying Bernie and Gold Mary had weird eyes and that clashed. Yes, that's why I was so weirded out. Kaboon's not bad of eyes, but the Gold Mary, Gold Mary, I still can't even believe it's Kaboon's art. It's so weird. All right. Outside of that, though, 46 attack, even. 30 speed, 27 speed, 3-point advantage for Laurent. 24 defense, 18 defense, 6-point advantage for Laurent. And then 43 res was 46 res, 3-point advantage for Leo. Wow, that min-maxing on Leo is actually insane. And Laurent already has a pretty big, focus spread.
I found the one
that's
mage
not
cav
bad.
who, I guess is not too recent. Duo Sonic.
Oh yeah, right. I honestly forgot she existed for a second.
Stat-wise, they're actually pretty comparable.
She's not gone. How do you not find her? I still see her every week.
Yeah, Legion, that's a little sus of you, I gotta say.
Because I don't think about her anymore. She just dies.
Oh, wow. Alright, 4 HP, 37 HP, 3-point advantage for Sonic, 47 attack, 46 attack, 1-point advantage for Sonic, 24 speed, 27 speed, 3-point advantage for Leo, 16 defense, 18 defense, 2-point advantage for Leo, and then 47 res, 46 res, 1-point advantage for Sonic. Yeah, they are so close. 1 to 2-point differences.
I mean, obviously, Sonicy's a little more min-maxed, but
She's a little
considering...
bit better as well.
Yeah,
just a tiny bit. Yeah, might have a slight advantage in the combat department.
I mean, I guess you could think about it this way. If you penalty neutralize, Leo does more true damage.
Yeah, if you nitpick enough, it'll make sense.
Yeah. If you just swing everything in Leo's favor, he'll do better.
Yeah, give him triangle attack while you're at it.
Yeah.
I mean, for what it's worth, go to Leo, because that's pretty comparable for a pseudo demote. And that's some real good min-maxing still.
Yeah. So if someone wants to copium enough, they can copium Leo as Sonic or some nonsense.
I can't wait
At the very
to
least,
see.
the weapon works out okay on a slow unit. It was always awkward because the colorless mages without perfs that we've gotten have been kind of slow, and yet they had to rely on the C tambourine that Olivia had, which was really attack and speed oriented.
It's still not perfect.
And now this. No, it's
still not perfect,
but
it's
it's a lot easier.
Dual
for it to
phase, which is really
work.
bad because they need these heroes with their high res want to be dual phased.
That's true, but they're cabs, so they can afford to lean a bit more into player phase.
That's why I like Carrot Bow.
All right.
Speaking of bow,
We have
That's
Takumi, the Wishful Spark. Boons and Banes, please.
Takumi is a 179 BST colorless archer cav, been a little bit for that as a demote, with attack and res super boons and HP super bane.
Okay, I know this is not a real comparison, but here's Takumi with Yukata versus Yukata.
Takumi with a kimono.
Sorry, Kimono, yeah. And then you have Takumi with... Wait. He just wears the same shit, man.
Oh yeah, right.
Takumi Trouble Heart. This is the best Takumi, and we just run it back. It's not exactly the same thing, but he just likes wearing a certain kind of clothing.
Yep.
And only that kind of clothing.
Traditional clothing.
Yes. Until he wears no clothing. There you go.
But yeah, we don't talk about that Takumi.
All right. Anyways, this is not a real comparison. What is a real comparison, though? Oh shoot.
So
we've got a bunch of new archers, actually.
Yeah. I mean, there is technically Leonie if you want the last emoted one, but let's see if I... What's a good archer that we got recently? Oh yeah, Nithabilir.
Oh, that makes sense.
I can't even spell his damn name.
Just do N-I.
You can just do Valir.
You actually cannot do... Oh yeah, you can do Velier, V-E-L-L, and you'll probably find him. You can't type in the dental fricative.
No,
so
I can't.
Yeah.
When I was putting his name in the YouTube video, I was like, do I put it the real name? Because no one can search it.
Yeah. Some people say Nithabilir. Nithabilir is the real way, but nobody's going to understand that.
Alright, well, here's the Founding King. They both look like they have terrible haircuts, but, alright. 4 HP, 40 HP, match. 45 attack, 42 attack, 3-point match for Nibalier. 47 speed, 46 speed, 1-point match for Nibalier. 27 defense, 28 defense, 1-point match for Takumi. 21 res versus 23 res, 2-point match for Takumi. They match up quite well. Nibalier has more attack, though.
Yeah, that attack gap is kind of substantial. And, of course, we're not even going to talk about perfs, but... Stat-wise, at least Takumi's speed is still up there.
Yes.
For an Archer Cap deep moat, I mean, let's, again, put it this way. One of the we haven't gotten one in a very long time. If you're still interested in using Archer Cavs, which, you know, Flared Assassins kind of fell off, but still something, then Takumi is out and away your option, and you're not going to get the worst unit out of it.
Yeah, you don't really have a choice. I was going to build a Leonie, but now I don't feel like it, because everyone will make fun of me, even though I'm a Takumi hater. Yeah, oh my god, chat. Oh,
yeah,
oh,
it's not even close.
It's not even close. Yeah.
6 attack and 7 speed.
Dude.
Oh.
Yeah, I can't stomach it. I can't. If Takumi never got released, I would have still done it, because you just put Claude's bow.
Yeah, Golden Yule Bow.
Golden Yule Bow, and then you're done, essentially.
But yeah, I mean, like, you kind of go arcade, but no, you gotta... that 7 speed is impossible to come back from.
Yeah, this is pain. Yeah, it's not just 7 speed, it's 6 attack. That's so much.
So much on it, and also it's 6 attack from 42 to 36.
Wait, she doesn't win in anything. She has 1 more HP, but that doesn't matter. She doesn't win in anything.
Nope. I mean, she's like 2-3 gens ago, but I think she gets. Did she get 20 flowers or 15?
20.
Okay, yeah, so 3 gens ago. So I guess there's that, but even still, that's 3 less attack in contemporary terms.
Yes.
And still 4 less speed.
So
like,
your advantage is what, 2 more
close.
defense and 4 more HP? Like, who cares? That doesn't matter.
Literally, who cares? And you still lose in res, by the way. Like, you're not using Archer Cavs tanky. Just don't. Just don't.
Alright, well, this matters to people who want to make... If you care about making a copium hero for, like, a cav line or something, you can make Takumi, I guess. Or you like Takumi. But outside of that, yeah.
You have the fodder for it. Like, just throw a Yanaka at him and then Claude's bow. I know that's just the winter banner, but do that. Done.
Alright.
Clean build.
Anyways, those are the stats of your new heroes. Give me your thoughts. There's no big surprises. We had a good idea, and they followed those ideas. If
nice that Lucia's balance.
Right. If you had a surprise, what would it be?
That Mia has only 27 defense, but I mean, her BST is just too thin.
That's
or that
a fair
attack
surprise.
stats are this low?
Yes.
That actually surprised me more. All these attack stats, for the most part, suck.
I think that's a big one.
Outside of Nephany and Leo.
Yeah.
I think my surprise is Leo being as min-maxed as he is.
He won't matter. It's okay. Ice hates him. Everyone knows that.
No, it's all right. Thankfully, I won't be forced into using him because I don't love Leo or anything. But it's interesting, at least.
Yeah.
All right. I think the biggest surprise for me is that Takumi actually like makes sense the more I think about him, but I don't want to do it.
Yeah, I don't build calves enough to do it, but he is, technically speaking, the best option right now.
Yes.
So I guess there's that.
Yes. If we had done more comparisons, we would have easily seen his attack and his speed is comparable to even like the infantry archers we've been getting. So like Alcris
Yeah.
and whatnot, so.
Until we get like a Sedgar refined or something, it's not likely he's gonna have competition anyways. So
yeah.
He's in a good class right now.
No perf bow. Takumi's a good choice. Anyways, those are your new summer heroes. That's that. Okay.
Yeah.
We can now get on to refines, and then I can end the stream and sleep.
Whoop whoop.
Hooray.
I will say, by the way, for Leo, Stillwater is 4-star, Fatal Smoke is 5-star. Surprise, surprise. Takumi, 4-star Rouse Attack Speed, 5-star Def Res Snag 3. Would you like to know the seals as well?
Sure.
Our seals are actually really good this time.
Yeah,
Attack
for sure.
Speed Clash 3 and Speed Defense Tempo 3.
Oh, what? Tempo?
Tempo.
Yeah, that's pretty crazy.
By the way, both attack speed skills. Yeah, Clash and Tempo. Wow.
Are they feeling alright? What the heck?
Right? Like, that's such a good
We
seal.
usually get at least one throwaway seal.
That's such a good seal. Like it's stats and full tempo, no conditions. What? That is one of the best seals, period, now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I can't wait to figure out some builds that are completely made by that, because there's gonna be builds that are defined by tempo seal. Oh boy.
Okay, let us further refine.
Can I get attack def tempo for Nemesis? Thank you.
You're like the next Evan at this point. Everything for a character.
Yeah, and Legion got so excited today seeing the Nemesis recolor of his refined.
Oh yeah, here I'll
sword.
post that image when Discord lets me of all the new weapon upgrades, like the Heroes Relics getting their graphic update. There you go.
They recolored them?
If you refine them, they get a recolor. If you don't refine them, they stay the same.
Why did they wait so long for something so simple?
I don't know.
Beats me. I mean, they were doing Claude, so I guess they figured they just retroactively go back and.
Edelgard did it before, but now they just applied it to everybody.
Do you know
that
how-
has a refine?
I'm glad they're doing this. This is the right thing to do. But do you know how easy this is?
Yeah, it's a little weird.
Like, you could literally task your interns on this, and they'll figure this out. So, I'm surprised.
I mean, nevertheless,
I'm
yeah.
glad. I'm surprised, but yeah.
Happy 5th anniversary for 3 Hubs.
Also, that red glow
Maybe they
dark
did it to
Krita
match
sword.
with the date.
Is it actually the 5th
So-
anniversary right now? It is a 2019.
It was. It was a few days ago. Yeah.
Game. Oh, okay.
Yeah. We just got around to it. In which case, happy anniversary. Here's cool graphics update. Obviously, this does not apply, by the way, to any Heroes Relic that doesn't have a refine yet. So, like,
Yeah.
base Ingrid Lewin doesn't have it yet.
I remember because it launched on the day we left for band camp. Okay. That's the way to remember.
I remember... No, I don't.
Yeah, I remember that day. I had just committed my 3rd armed robbery of the night, and I had gone away scot-free. And I remembered, oh damn, I have to stop by EB Games at the time. 'cause
Yeah, right.
They weren't GameStops yet in Canada. It's funny how we all remember these things.
It just kind of sticks with you, you know?
Yeah.
Little things. I got it virtually, so I have even less to attach it to.
I actually, because it was a pre-order version, they gave me the map that it came with too.
I'm kind of jealous about that, actually. That's kind of sick.
Yeah. Wish they
I
gave,
miss pre-order bonuses like that.
Yeah, pre-order ones are pretty cool. I wish they did it more often.
Yeah.
Nowadays, everyone's just cutting down costs as much as possible.
It's so annoying. They used to be like full-on figurines and things like that. It was
Exactly. Nowadays, like Tsukihime chat is $120 It is a limited edition. Let me search it up for you guys. Suki Hime limited edition. This is like $120. And this is like the most disappointing, 115 Canadian dollars. This is like the most disappointing, it's so expensive. It's like the most disappointing,
like, collector's edition?
Yeah. Here, I'll show you guys real quick. In the comments, I believe someone says, well, we'll just skip ahead. Like, it's just the box, nice art and all. You take it open, like, yay, they paint.
Good quality box.
They printed the middle of it, but look, once we get to the actual box stuff, it's the art book. Hey, it's the art book. All right, art book is pretty cool. I'll agree with that.
Yeah.
It's not even hardcovered or whatnot. Okay.
Oh, it's soft cover.
Yeah, it's a soft cover.
Paperback, rather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I enjoy that too. All right, but you want to know what's after the art book?
What's that?
After the art book, you might notice why he keeps showing off the art book.
Oh no.
All right.
No, don't.
Are you ready? Are you ready? There's the game.
No. Oh.
They're charging you $40 more for a special box and the art book. Oh my god.
Dude, the Fire Emblem Warriors Collector's Edition, which is $60, is more than that.
It's so sad. Like, I watched this unboxing and I was just like, hold on, that was it. It was just an art book and the game.
Come on. Come on.
They just gave you a slightly bigger box and they charge you $40 more for it. I wanted to get the limited edition, but like, this doesn't make any sense. Why am I supporting this nonsense?
Yeah. Like,
but that's what limited editions are nowadays, is the bare minimum. It's so sad.
The Fire Emblem limited editions are actually still pretty good, but that's dumb.
I like those.
That's dumb.
I don't know, man. When I got engaged, I was kind of disappointed too.
I actually don't remember what's in the engagement, to be fair.
It's also
so
like an art book. It's like 3 things in total. It's not much.
Okay, that's fair enough.
It's just the art book in the game, isn't it? Yeah. You cannot call it limited edition if you're just gonna throw in an art book with it. What the
just call it an art book. Whatever.
It's so depressing that companies are doing this nowadays.
It's dumb. Dumb.
Yep. It would have been even sadder if it was the art book and there was no game. Congratulations, you bought the limited edition. There's no game involved.
You bought a book. Congratulations.
Yeah, call it the limited edition. And there's no game involved, but you won't call it art book. Oh man, it's so sad.
Pain. All right.
P-Pose, are you ready? We got Fail Not Holy You Fail, Sun's Precursor, Spear of Ass, Mercenary Lance, Tiger Eye Axe, and Tiger Roar Axe.
Yeah, that part's
Double Tiger.
Wow, it's Double Tiger. That's now a Bruce Lee movie, actually.
Also, Garrick's refined his Desert Tiger Axe. So,
Yep, there are 2 tigers in FE8.
I already thought it was really funny that Killick and Dick, because their stats are close together.
Yep. But then one got a perf and one didn't.
Yeah.
Yeah, one was a Grail and one was a 5-star lock.
Nope, they were both 5-star locks, Garrick.
Oh, sorry, I thought you meant Kellic and Deke. But no, Deke and Garrick, yeah.
Is it actually Deke? I thought it was Dick.
He says his name. It's Deke, yeah.
Can you believe there are collector's editions that don't come with the game? Actually, that's true. I bought a collector's edition for Horizon Zero Dawn. It was just a figure. There was no game.
I mean, if you want
to. Does he say his name? Now I can't remember, but I'm almost certain it's pronounced Deke.
I'm almost certain it's Dick, because he looks like a male stripper, and he definitely doesn't mercy.
Yeah.
The original spelling in early translations by fans was D-E-K-E, which seems like a Deke. And then the real translations, they spelled it.
And that's why Japanese is so cool, because you can't interpret pronunciations. They are what they are.
Yes.
It's true.
Yeah, that's actually really true. If you try pronouncing things correctly, you'll just get it wrong. Alright. Hero number 1, we have Legendary Claude, Fail Not, Slaying ability, effectiveness flying foes. At start of turn, units HP is 25% or above. Inflicts speed, defense -7, guard, and sabotage. What? Where is this coming from?
It's his B slot wants him to inflict penalties on the foe or give himself.
Yeah, but now he's such a debuffer. What the heck?
Yeah,
and he likes doing that in his alts. So
yeah. So now, but that means that now he went from being a null follow-up Fallen Star user to a buffer and debuffer.
Okay, that's super good. And any foe within 2 spaces of those foes for their next actions, that's super annoying.
No range.
Yeah. At start of combat, units HP is 25% above, all stats +5, neutralize effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks, and effects that prevent units follow-up attacks. That's still there.
Yep.
Canto 1 is an incredible add-on because we thought he didn't need it before, but with the current meta, he absolutely needs it because of the 8% damage reduction. But yeah, with the Canto 1 and Gravity, even Gravity X Canto 1 is one of the most obnoxious things in the entire game.
Especially on range. It's just get away scot-free. Even if you could hit, like, first of all, Deep Star makes it impossible to kill him realistically.
Right.
But you can't reach him most of the time.
Yep.
So, good luck with that.
Melee units just can't.
And then added the Guidance 4 he comes with now, it allows you to position better to support him. So it's a very smart add-on.
Yep.
Yeah.
Additionally, speed defense -5 on foes within 3 rows or 3 columns. Surround unit during combat.
Okay. Yeah, Crux style. No guaranteed follow-up, but good stats.
Okay, at start combat, units HP is 25% or above. Grants all stats +4 to unit. Neutralize effects that inflict special cooldown charge -X on unit, and reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50% during combat. Okay, so
actual DR cutting.
I think we all expected that because all the heroes are getting that nowadays.
Yeah,
it's pretty common. Or to have some special jumping or pierce it on special or something. But it's good because he can run Deadeye and not worry, or Ruptured Sky, and he can still pierce 50% every hit.
Yeah, you don't need Deadeye technically. He doesn't jump specials like Petra or Wind Tribe Claude does, but he has on hit better damage than them without having to use a special, which is nice.
Okay, so Claude Poison. All right, I guess that's the thinking here. The thing that gets to me is he got way more stats than I expected. In effect, this is a boatload of stats.
Yeah, because Sabotage is actually giving him double the penalties, which is really nice.
Yeah, 14 from his weapon and up to 14 from his debuffs, if you look at it that way. And this is ignoring the fact, by the way, that his B slot adds a lot. Just saying. Offensively, because of all the extra true damage. And being, what was it, -5 speed defense? Attack speed
I believe
defense?
it's -5 speed and defense, yeah.
Yeah, so, yeah, his attack and speed is nuts.
Okay.
And because of the DR having, he's consistent.
So I guess the question now is, of the 3 houses legendary heroes, what is the order of best to worst?
Claude, then Edelgard,
this
then
is hard.
Dimitri, I would say.
It's hard, because you kind of have
I know I was a little hasty there, but...
Right.
On Dimitri's Refine, I thought he was really, really good, but as it stands now, he has very little role. Like, there's no point.
He has a lot of competition, I think is the problem. He does things fine, but he doesn't have enough distinguishing him to stand out in the role of the God Lances.
Super hard.
Yes.
Like, he hits super hard, and the debuffs on Atrocity are insane. But because Atrocity is his B slot, he can't be the tankiest. Sorry, Lagoose 4 is just everything now, but so be it. He can't be the tankiest, and ultimately he is still a pretty straightforward Godlance with bad res.
Yes.
There's a reason nobody brings him up in the argument of Godlances.
No.
Because ultimately, he is super threatening damage-wise, not bulk-wise, and that's too polarizing for most people.
Especially on the melee 2 range or unit,
Very good kit, but way too all or nothing for most people.
Yeah, basically.
Right. So I do think... I do think it's correct that Claude should be number 1. It's hard to argue against this.
I would say so. Edelgard still has a nice... The reason I had her over Dimitri is because, well, her weapons effects aren't anything insane outside of the Gale Force. The Gale Force from Raging Storm is just such a nice... Obviously, that's in the B slot, but combine that with her weapon, and you get a pretty nice combination of a unit who can just go around, and especially with the Celica ring now being a thing, you can actually work with her mobility pretty reasonably and get her around and and actually do some good work in a lot of modes.
That's actually a good pointer. That makes her very unique, very special, very useful.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean,
that's shot her up a lot. In my
just to
opinion.
be clear, obviously, there's Winter Edelgard. We full
There
disclosure,
is, but
who
Winter
is
Edelgard is
mostly
yeah,
better.
Really, yeah, it's true.
But
But
Legendary Edelgard, despite being pretty straightforward, is still extremely good on the fundamental of being Edelgard.
Yep.
Like,
and being a legendary unit who can get extra actions at will in something like Arena, where that is very rare. To
right.
see.
way more useful in Arena than Dimitri, I can tell you that right now.
True.
So, even though Legendary Edelgard is worse than Winter, and you can argue where she is compared to base, it's still Edelgard. She still deserves to be over Dimitri.
You're right.
Mhm. And Dimitri, if we're talking competition, Dimitri has more because he's not just facing ults of himself or anything. He's facing just all the
God
strong,
lances.
speedy lances.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because I'll be frank, of the Lancers released this year, I'd even take Mozu over him at this point. So
Same.
probably.
As fun as he is.
Yeah, he's fun,
too
but he's not. Yeah, he's not breaking anybody's minds or the meta.
Yeah. And then, of course, Claude #1, just because, first of all, he's actually really consistent with all that true damage reduction. But also, Deep Star status is insane. Canto Gravity, good stat scaling,
Good damage.
good on hit
now.
damage, support, which is just hilarious, by the way.
yeah.
I mean, it's kind of funny.
Got what he needs.
Is it safe to say that we ended up back where we started when Legendary Claude debuted?
I guess. Well, no. People like
Was-
Dimitri more than
Yeah,
Edelgard.
people like Dimitri more than
Yeah,
Edelgard, I
that's
guess.
true.
Edelgard still had a very unique niche, though, because of
Yeah,
Raging
but
Storm.
everyone disrespected her, so.
Yeah,
Brave X Go Force.
real people knew who was better, though.
Yes. Not just because I'm biased. But anyways. Alright.
Well, yeah, the latest Three Houses Legendary comes out on top. Guess I understand why.
Yeah,
Alright, but we'll move on. That's a perfect refine.
love it.
Yeah, does everything
Love
he
that
needs.
refine. It's everything he needed, realistically.
And any hero that does Canto Gravity is absurdly useful. So.
Yes,
Mhm.
that's for sure.
Oh yeah, the utility, to say nothing of it being Claude, and also actually good damage now.
I kind of wonder what it would have been like though if he hadn't gotten Kanto, because he could have used attack speed mastery pretty well, if not.
True.
Yeah,
That
but
part
he
is true.
didn't, and we're gonna move on. So let's
Sure,
go.
that's fine. It's fine. That's the last thing I was gonna say.
All right, Holy You Fell. Sling ability effectiveness flying foes. If unit shoots combat where foes HP is 75% or above, at start combat grants attack speed equals 6 to unit. Neutralize unit's penalty to attack speed. Neutralize effects that inflict special cooldown charge minus X on unit. And disable skills of all foes excluding foe in combat during
Whoa,
combat.
that part's new.
Full feud, yeah.
All
That
feud.
is really good because of. I mean, we know why it's good because Brandmund showed why it's good. So fair.
Yeah, that gets rid of things like Miracle Drive from things like Fallen Maria, or nowadays, Emir's actually coming back around. Also, Breath of Life 4 gets neutralized by that.
Oh, that's
So-
particularly
yeah.
useful.
Yeah, that's actually... Feud is kind of rising in popularity, I think, as a strong effect, so that's nice.
Yeah.
Additionally, SR combat units HP is 25% or above, grants attack speed equals 5 unit, grants bonus to units attack speed equals 50% of unit speed at start
Yeah.
combat.
Speed
Neutralize,
scaling.
right, and neutralize foes' bonuses to speed defense or reduces the percentage of foes' non-special. Everyone's getting this now,
Whoa.
so okay.
I mean, okay, yeah,
Really-
yes.
Well, when she gets 3 hits, it's especially important that every one of those hits is going to have DR because she's not going to always get her special off. So I think for her, it really, really helps.
The
Yes.
feud is the only thing that's spicy here, but this refine in combination with Ingrid Ascendant Plus is gross.
Yeah, I mean, what are they gonna do?
Extremely consistent.
Make her survivable? No, so they just went purely into offense. So yeah.
Yeah,
And
that's what she.
man, they went into offense. Full stat control, stat scaling, DR having, hits 3 times with desperation and no follow-up, and slaying. How could you do more?
Yeah, so long as her special triggers, her opponent should be dead. So
And she has
Yeah,
tempo
and even
that
if
effect.
not, yeah, at least she has tempo to get it going, and before that, she can actually get some pretty hard hits in with DR having.
okay.
This is one of the scariest infantry nukes, period. Like,
That's true, yeah.
honestly, bit weird, but is it safe to say she might be scarier than Celica outside of mobility?
That's what makes
I
Celica
don't know if
scary.
I don't know if
It
I'd
is
go
what I
quite
mean.
that
If you
far.
give Uller, the Celica ring, it gets closer, but
It does get closer, yeah. I think with Celica, the thing is she gets a lot of true damage, and she's always triggering her special, like on every hit. And of course, Warp Ragnarok isn't the highest scaling special, but when you're combining it with true damage on a hit, it
hitting
ends
3
up.
times.
I know this
Yeah,
is
you
not
are hitting
fair
3
to
times.
say, but the reason why Celica's more scary is because she doesn't have to use her ring. Which means the other
Yes.
team member can use their ring. and
Somebody
it's even
else
closer.
can.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Celica's
that's
also getting
where-
true damage off resonance, though, so you have to keep that in mind.
But yeah, no. All things considered, this is. If you need a wall breaker in Ether raids, honestly, using your mythic slot for Uller, screw it. You're probably gonna be just fine.
It's a lot more
This unit-
justifiable than it used
Yeah.
to be, like by a long shot.
Absolutely terrifying nuke. Like,
Especially
very
because
clean defense.
the feud is, I think, the most important thing that might get a little overlooked at first, but it just solidifies her matchup into so many things that
Yep.
would otherwise be relying on a unit like
Veil
Mikael
Scowl.
to Breath of Life, yeah, Veil Scowl, all that stuff that would just hurt her a lot.
Okay,
I'm a fan.
there's a lot of
All
refines.
right.
We gotta make pace. Next,
Yep.
Sun's Precursor. Slaying ability at start combat if against HP, speed over foe speed -5, or foe's HP over 75. Okay, that's a difference. Attack
Oh yeah,
speed
right.
plus
That's how
5,
Violet is.
and defense res +4 unit. Neutralize. Wait, why did she get? She didn't get.
You
They're
know
doing
why.
that weird thing again.
Okay.
You know why.
Neutralize effects that guarantee foes follow-up attacks and neutralize not follow-up, and also tempo. But they added 50% damage reduction. Why? It's on everybody now. Oh my god. What's the
They just
point of
love
this?
That's
doing
actually
that.
so funny. Oh, that's so funny.
It's the 3rd hero in a row. I get it's really useful and really important, but like, don't you feel bad for older heroes who didn't get on this train? Like, what are they supposed to do?
Yeah. It's the offensive range units that they really seem to love giving it to.
Yeah.
Just gonna follow for tempo. Woo!
Anyways, grants attack skills 4 and reduces the percentage of foes non-special reduced damage by X% skills by 50% to allies within 2 space a unit during
just
their
do that.
combat. Why does she buff it? Okay.
She drives damage reduction happening.
Oh,
She has a bit of
sure.
support in her duo skill, so I can see her being a little supportive.
Oh yes.
Okay.
A little supportive. This is really supportive.
Yeah, never.
She's
Yeah.
featured them. You know?
I know Yukimura's range is 7x7, but this is 20% stronger. Really?
And gives more attack and speed. Or actually, no, same.
Not to mention Yukimura sucks because he doesn't auto double. So what the? He literally doesn't
Yeah.
do anything.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's rough.
Okay, Violet.
Anyways, if unit shoots combat or is in 3 spaces of an ally, grants bonus to units attack speed, defense, res. Those number of allies in 3 spaces of a unit times 2 plus 4, maximum 10.
Kind of bulky.
Okay. Why? Where's all this bulk coming? Her entire thing was like, I sweep or I die. So
Literally, she was not
Yeah,
supposed to
that's
take hits.
changing a little bit.
Now she's getting 14 def res. Okay.
all right, and deals damage with 15% of unit speed during combat. Well, that made sense. If
Mm-hmm.
unit shoots combat, reduces damage from foes first attack by 50% during combat. Okay, where is all this
Okay.
bulk coming from? This is the
Am I just not
antithesis
supposed to
of
use
No
Good
more
speed
life and
anymore?
death Byleth, I guess.
no. You still go life and death.
You could still go life and death.
You
It's
could
a little awkward, but you could.
But let's read the rest of this.
And also, foes attack and trigger foes special, inflict special cooldown charge +1 on foe. Give our foes
Scowl!
first attack.
That's
Yes.
why I say
Yes.
maybe not life or
Yes,
death,
we.
because
It's because you have Rhea that this makes sense. Shut up, IS. That's not how this works.
it's pretty funny.
Okay.
That's
Thanks,
BS.
Rhea.
With
Thanks,
this,
Rhea.
with you have 14 defense and res, and you're doing scowl on them, I think you could actually justify her not going all into, verge of death, life and death.
You probably
Kind of
just use the
builds.
new A slot and resonance to get.
They completely redid her. She went from
Yeah.
a purely offensive hero to, hey, I'm going to do everything else as well. Now I can take hits. Now I can support allies, and now I even hit harder. Because why not?
Mm-hmm.
This refine is
We are having.
stupid.
It's
and
very
good.
good. But what did you
Wow.
expect of Byleth and Rhea, right? As a duo unit.
Also, that summer banner, both refines are just disgusting for a banner that sucked on debut. Outside of Violet, being
Chrome
kind
was
of
the
meta for a
beginning
bit.
of the end.
Wow.
Yeah.
The backpack
Lot of
is
rework.
no longer
That's
just a backpack
sick.
effectively.
If Aya's dropped the ball on a Byleth and Rhea refine, that would have been just so weird. So
You know what I just realized, chat?
Yeah.
Farm Heroes is the ultimate game of chicken. You want
Eh.
your hero to get the refine late, but not so late the game goes EOS, and therefore you don't get to use it.
That's why I was
you're
glad
always
Nemesis
playing
waited
that game.
until 2024.
Yeah. So you want enough time to enjoy your flight, but you don't want it to be so early that they miss out on all this cool, goofy shit. Like, all this stuff is bonus. Like, the Heroes just didn't have this as a standard back in the day. Jeez.
Yep.
Yeah,
Oh, the support angle on Refines in particular is very fresh, relatively speaking.
Yeah.
This is especially nice that she's giving attack and speed and DR having, because if you pair that with the Desperation, that's just straight up, they have DR, they will follow up, getting 2 hits before the foe can even counterattack of
At
Desperation.
50% DR cuts.
Yeah, with that attack and speed. So your allies are actually doing quite well if you use the duo skill. And
Also
even
guidance. Just saying.
Yeah.
But yeah. Wow. All right, 3 houses. 2 for 2.
Yeah, I can't see what she would have wanted more. I guess Kanto, but like you have to do something.
But I mean, she can run Far Trace Echo because she doesn't have a perf skill.
Or so the new A slot.
Or that, yeah.
Alright, let me resize it so we can properly see the Spear of Ass.
Yeah, that's a big refine.
Was really looking forward to this one because I haven't read any of these. Plus 10
I've read them all, but
Arena.
I was gonna mention, you might not have, but we know who did.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nope, I plus 10 set of... I think it took me like 6 months-ish. It was not very lucky.
I remember.
But...
I wanted to plus 10 him as well.
I know a lot of people who wanted to back in the day, and he was quite a nice little project.
Attack speed for support, and then also pretty solid speed for himself.
Cool.
Yeah, also that.
Yes.
It's Seth.
The duo Leon VA.
Alright. Spear of Ass. Effectively against Cathos, grants speed. Wait.
That's new.
That was not there before. They're retroactively doing that. That's what it did in 3 houses, but it didn't come with Cav effectiveness. So they're retroactively making it more lore accurate, which is weird.
Okay.
Thanks! That's about time.
About time, then, yeah. Grants plus 3 of units within 3 spaces of an ally. Grants all stats plus 4 unit and neutralizes foes' bonuses during combat. Also, all stats plus 4 to allies within 3 spaces of unit. Oh, they've improved this. Of unit.
Oh, it's joint drop.
And neutralizes foes' bonuses during their combat. Well, that's quite good,
this didn't give defense and res to himself or the allies, and it only neutralized the foe's bonuses during his combat, and it was for attack and speed, not all stats. Now he's doing dull for himself and the allies, and all stats up 4 to both.
Wow, he's a better teacher now. Yay.
Yeah, actually good drive support now. It's not just neat. It's actually valuable now.
Claude,
Okay.
sabotage
And 3 spaces
infinite
too.
range.
6.
Yeah,
Byleth
solid.
got the DR piercing buff support. What happens when you combine both together? You get legendary Camilla. Is this a subtle world-building lore to tell us who are the Norians' ancestors and the canon? 3 houses roots.
Shut up.
Do you like ever realize that you're a crazy person? I understand crazy people don't think they're crazy, but we have all told you, Sugma, you're being very crazy right now. Nobody... A day has 24 hours. There are better things to do with your time and your mental capacity than to connect lines that don't exist. What is this insistence on constantly doing this? I don't understand this. No, there's no connection like that. They're in different games, in different universes, in different continents. They have different
Also,
gods.
Camilla doesn't pre-combat damage.
Okay.
Or sorry, they don't.
Thank you, Legion. There's also nuances that you're completely missing. Why do you do this? If you get married, if someone actually gives you the chance, I pray it's not because they're in a vegetative state that they stay with you. I pray it's because you became better as a person, and you don't just annoy the heck out of them. I pray. Okay, let's continue this.
Anyway.
Alright.
Anyways, where were we?
We were at the
three spaces
starting
of an
to refine
ally.
portion.
Yes. Grants all stats plus 4 unit. Unit deals plus 7 damage. Okay. This reminds me of
Nice.
Tsubaki, it actually is Tsubaki,
Oh, yeah.
when we thought Tsubaki was cool.
Oh, yeah.
A day.
Mhm.
And reduces damage from foes first attack by 7 during combat. That's rest in peace,
Ooh,
Tsubaki. Not that you were
truly are.
alive. and restore 7 HP. No, that's literally just Tsubaki. that's
Kind of. I think he had an HP check of like, what was it, 70% for that plus 7 damage?
Tsubaki and better. There you go.
Yeah, Tsubaki and way more. Way more.
Anyways, for allies in 3 spaces a unit, grants all stats plus 4 to ally. Ally deals plus 7 damage. What? Why does ally get this as well?
Wait, why does ally get that?
Yeah, and
Ally gets something else.
Dude, he is he is amazing support hero now. What the?
Whoa!
DR support.
He's a drive true DR support now.
Yeah, with stats, which is just crazy because again,
H to all stats.
H to all stats, dull, plus 7 damage, and minus 7 damage taken from first attacks for those allies.
And
that's really good support.
As a flyer, it's so easy to position, and because it's 3 spaces, it's ridiculous.
Wow. Okay.
So he just got a really good. I think this is one of the best demote refines we've ever seen.
Yeah, for a demote main pool refine, and this is still effective
Everyone
against
should
caps,
build
by
him.
the way.
Why would you not build him? This
Yeah, it's just easy. You should have a ton of them by now.
Refine him.
Even if you don't use him to fight, he is still amazing. But he can't fight now. There's so many extra stats built in him.
Wow. Okay. I'm going to give him a new kit.
Yeah, he's just so easy to just use, and especially if you don't have a whole lot of resources, you can use him just as well. But if you do, you can turn him into one of those supportive wyverns that we love to talk about, like Ashnard and Glenn and so on. And he can do his job really, really nicely because he's giving out a lot of good support.
Yeah, get slapped like guidance on him or sword
rain
gecko.
snap.
You know what I just
Rain
realized?
snap.
He's better. He's a better support hero than Caden with his refine.
Yes.
I believe that actually.
Caden
I do too.
yeah. Caden is plus
The
2
only thing
death
Caden
res
has is
and guard.
That's the
It's
only
the
thing he
tandem
has.
baton thing. Yeah.
But this is 3 spaces, which is much more useful.
Yeah,
3
and
spaces
also
for more
7
stats.
true DR. Come on.
Dull. Yeah, the true DR is what really sells this.
Wow.
That's incredible.
I'm actually surprised. I usually don't have a lot of optimism for these.
Yeah.
Now, to
Well,
be clear,
to be fair,
yeah.
is a 3 houses unit who has a lot of story.
Sorry, you could have just
relevance.
stopped
It's
at 3
pretty popular.
houses.
He's 3 houses.
He is 3 houses.
And he came with a perf. Not many units come with one, but we saw how Altana went. He doesn't scale speed, so he's not the fastest.
Yes,
Keep
that's
in
true.
mind,
He
he
is
has like
kinda slow.
36. He's a little slow because I think he has 36 base.
No, he's a little
But
slow
it's
because he
still
said it.
It's but even still. First of all, by the way, his HP is like 50. But
Yeah, he
it
does have
doesn't really matter.
Yeah,
You
so
still can get to competent stats.
for those who forgot, he's 36 attack, 36 speed, so yes, it is kind of rough.
Yeah.
He doesn't
But-
stat scale
yeah.
from this refine, but he can make it work with a proper kit. And at the very worst, his support does not change at all by virtue of his own stats, really.
Yep.
So it's very easy to just scale him into doing whatever support you need him to do, really.
Yeah. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Refine Zenith if you just have one on hand if you want
Yeah,
good
it's
support.
Yes, it's the easiest refine of your life.
Yeah, it's called the Spear of Ass because you place him behind your heroes and he'll do everything else.
That's right. Now it's not the Spear of Ass because it sucks. Now it's just like you put it behind their ass.
He is your rear guard. Not the weapon.
And he can actually be a competent cav killer now, which is kind of funny. He can just
Oh
one
yeah,
shot
I forgot to
some
mention
calves.
that he actually is a specialist now, which is crazy.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Better Jerome. Whoever remembers what Jerome did, my god. Poor
I
guy.
prefer not to.
Teresa, we missed you. We had people dropping by and saying bullshit.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah. Oops.
We need to recruit more mods on YouTube, but we'll figure that out.
Oh. Hello, welcome back, Teresa. Unfortunately, you missed some things.
I think they were trying to make someone's name because they said who raid. This is somebody's raid, and I was like, I'm not gonna read that out loud because I don't want to give them any credit for it. And then all they did was spam the N-word.
Right.
And then I had to ban them a couple times, and I realized, oh, they just have a lot of accounts, so I just put it on subscribe for a week, and then they're gone.
Awkward.
It was just more awkward because it felt like he wanted me to recognize him so he could make a bigger deal of the raid. But yeah, I took him seriously until I realized, nope, this is not serious at all.
Yeah.
Okay, let's move on. We have Gotri, and this is super short, so I expect him to suck ass.
Yeah, not looking good to start, but let's see. His stats are great.
That's the thing he does have.
Okay,
very min-maxed.
but it's 2024. If I can read it and not feel like I'm studying something, then it's bad. That's how it works nowadays.
Pretty much. It's hard to argue with that.
It has to be a short story to be good. That's how Fire Emblem Heroes works. All right, let's read it. Mercenary Lance. If foe shoots combat or foe's HP 75% above at start combat, inflicts attack defense -5 on foe. Okay, bare minimum. Neutralize penalties on unit, reduces damage from foe's attacks by 20% unit's defense. Again, bare minimum.
Oh, true damage.
Quite good on an armor.
Armors don't get that.
Sure, but still not good enough. And grant special cooldown charge +1 to unit per attack during combat. Okay,
that's his Spirited Spear thing.
That's his.
The foe's attack +1.
Okay, so they're just improving Spirited Spear then. Okay,
Yep.
Will the Refine do more though? Let's find out. At start combat, if unit's HP is 25% above, inflicts attack defense -X on foe during combat. X equals 5 plus 15% of unit's defense. No.
So a big amount of attack and defense debuffs.
If they wanted to do this, it had to be at least 20%.
Yeah, the 15% is a little goofy, but
Yeah, he's a 5-star.
I mean, it's still kind of pulling its pulling its stress. It's the difference of like 2 to 3.
If you get a Refine, I hope you at least make top 20 in your class, and he doesn't even make top 20 in my books.
Okay, how is he not top 20 armors? Armors suck.
Well,
we'll see. Before we go over whether he's top 20 or not, we should try to.
Okay, and restores 10 HP to unit after combat, and also finishes combat, grants special equivalent count -2 to unit before a foe's first attack during combat.
Friend,
so Rally Spectrum, basically. Or yeah, I guess Lagoo's friend, basically. That's interesting.
So, you want to know what the problem is? You gotta commit ultra hard to a hero that most people would never even think about committing to. So, with the cooldown, and the cooldown +1, that basically indicates he wants to have one of the new generation armor skills. Already expensive.
Either that or Pavis.
You really want to? He'll just do no damage.
He's a reasonable. Well, for tanking, it's pretty immense if you do that because he'll always be able to recharge Pavis, and
I don't know
he'll always
why
be
you would
charging
want
it back
that.
up. So
most
you don't
people
have to
like their saviors to tank first.
If you want him to not tank and want it to be a little, well, sorry, not tank, but if you want it to be a little more offensive, you could just run Armored Blaze, and he pretty much is guaranteed to counter with it.
Okay, which is what I was saying. Ultra expensive.
Yes.
I would rather just continue to use Kajil, and Kajil's so much older. If this is the case,
I
like,
prefer
all it is
Gatry
Survivor.
to Kiel. I prefer Gatry. I prefer this
Jill
to Kiel.
does not inflict much more, if any, attack penalties than
Kiel's
Gatry does.
stats have a tougher time keeping up. Not only she has to meet those stat checks in order to get the debuffs, but also she is way less just res than him in general.
She literally just has
bulk.
attack penalties and wary.
Okay, so here's
Just
the problem.
for the record.
For the ones who made Kajil, they've already made her, and they're already using
Yes.
her. The gap is not high enough. And even if the argument is like, okay, so today, if just talking about today and starting all over again, the problem is, I don't even know who would have this hero to begin with, but
He has pity broken me several times.
And Moth
I have one.
Engage. It's an unavoidable proc that is active even when
I
turn
think this is a
one.
short and simple, but pretty effective refine. I think this will make him a top 3 or 5 near save.
whoa. Are you serious? No.
Near
save.
No.
First off. Okay, who's better?
Ephraim's better.
Okay.
Okay.
I can get behind that.
Wait, one
Who's
second.
more offensive?
Let me give this a thought.
Because I'm willing to think about it because saviors are in a weird place where almost all of them are irrelevant.
Yeah, unfortunately, they fall into that.
It's
role.
hard to remember which ones are better. I can say that.
I'm pretty confident that he doesn't even make it very high up.
I think he's better than Brave Edelgard
I can agree with that.
as a near save.
I mean, sure, yeah. Okay, one sec.
And I will say, if you do just have near save, he comes a crafty fighter, he comes a Fort Def Res, it's a competent starting kit.
The funny thing is,
It's easier to build them than Kiel.
Mm-hmm.
Let me look up. Is this done migrating yet?
It
Nope.
is way harder to find lists nowadays.
Yeah, I missed the Game
after
Press
Game
one,
Press
actually.
stopped updating. I use
Well,
Game
no,
Studio for
they're
everything now.
migrating their servers right now. That's
Oh,
why.
they are? Okay.
Armored.
Crap.
If you go to the Fire Emblem Heroes wiki, you can get a list of heroes and then filter just armors and sort by release date.
I'm a hero.
So,
yep.
So I'm going to start with the
that's
near
what I
saves
meant. Yeah,
because
near saves on
Amelia, Byleth, and Myr are far saves. So
But
Ephraim,
they could.
I mean they could.
They could, but it's a little awkward because they have DC.
Byleth's kind of not great at that. The other two, fair enough. Edelgard's not a savior. You basically can't even use her as one. Ninja Zelgius.
Now that's an interesting one, because
He hurts, but that's about it.
yeah, I would say Gatry does a significantly better job tanking than Ninja Zelgius. Especially
okay.
because Ninja Zelgius has a beacon style one, so it only works at 2 range.
Nope, he has it at dual range.
Oh, it is, sorry. Okay, dual range.
Okay, a probably
Nice.
build up for Mortis, for example.
Okay. So, for the record,
I
from
would
your
s-
perspective, what do you
do-
think is...
Well, I do
Yeah?
think Gotcha will tank better than him, but again,
He
from
will,
Mortis'
but he won't have
ability-
the Nightmare utility.
The utility that Femortes brings is potentially insane. I can't
Right.
argue that. Although, from a Summoner Duel's perspective, I kind of just prefer the chance of it working at all, as opposed to maybe screwing over the opponent more. That's just me. And obviously,
Of
we
the
don't
near
even-
save working at all, you mean?
Yeah, like the savior actually tanking. But that's just me. But yeah, Femortes does have the potential to flip matchups in a very unique way. I can't deny that. I say Zelgius is an asterisk. Anankos? I don't know. You're...
There were
I
heroes
don't
released
really-
this year. There wasn't just one savior hero released this year.
There have been a total of 3. Amelia, Ephraim, and Myr. Vigard doesn't have it by
Okay.
default. Those are the only armors released in 2024. It's been a pretty rough time for armors recently.
I think if you're only going to try and survive the hit, I guess. But that's such an old school thought because that's what people did with their Kajils.
Well, the problem is that armors can't do that right now.
I'm not even sure what
Yeah,
the point
nuke,
of that would be.
The nuke meta is... Well, I think with Gatry,
Actually,
it's-
safe.
the interesting part is that not only does he have flat DR to help his bulk, but
Right.
he recharges his specials very, very easily because of the -2 cooldown. So if you want him to either be consistently getting the unpierceable DR from something like Armored Blaze, or even Armored Beacon, I think he'd make a decent Far Savior, if you're willing to invest. And, or you could make him just a Pavis recharger bot, where
Yep.
you don't need team support to let him constantly loop Pavis.
You could honestly
at all
even
times.
you could honestly even just go Escunchin or Sacred Cowl at this point because he has 20% def true damage reduction on top of stat scaling, on top of it being 50% unbreakable damage reduction.
Yeah, and he's also
Probably
annoying
gonna be
after
fine.
combat because he's healing 10 HP, which
Yeah,
is
also that's
way
a lot
more
of
than
post-combat
usual.
healing.
Yeah.
Like it.
I think he's just a remarkably reliable savior, is the thing that I like about this.
He's one of the only saviors that reliably has a lot of bulk. And I emphasize reliably because Amelia is bonus based. Myr is honestly well up there. You're not beating Myr. You're not. I
Yeah.
will give you that.
For sure.
Byleth, the problem with Byleth, he has no C disrupt. He has damage reduction control. But he has very easy to break damage reduction because it's all in weaving. And unfortunately, he doesn't even always kill. In which
Yeah,
case,
sadly.
I've seen a lot of Byleths just fail to do either side of things. Whereas, at least with Godfrey, you're so full sent on bulk
But you won't
that you won't kill. But in this meta, the problem with
okay.
saviors is that they just die too easily, and they don't do their job. If you can't even do the base job of a savior, You're not worth using.
I'm not even sure who this
fine.
is to counter. Which physical hero up close counter? Like, who's this countering?
Bridal Farina?
Mostly Bridal Sharina and Emblem Mike right now.
Oh yeah, Emblem. He completely tanks Emblem Mike easily.
Okay, I want to see these engagements then. If you had to choose between Byleth or Robin, which one would you pick? What is
Byleth or Robin?
There's no
Byleth?
question. You didn't.
Robin?
In what situation? I'll pick Byleth then. There's no. You didn't give me a situation.
Robin. What Robin are we talking about?
Yeah.
Byleth in general?
Gender, like you gotta be a bit more specific.
You gotta be a little,
scope.
specific.
If you're like, is it who you like more? Who do you want to be? Like, what is this? Which one did you prefer? Like, it's hard to tell when you just choose. Okay. Anyways, okay,
yeah.
I guess if it's all about tanking, then he does his role, but I don't really like that because in the current meta, like if you do go Savior, they're expected to do more than just tank. But yeah, the bare minimum, and that's what you want. It's the most important task is to tank. So I guess then, but
it's just that.
I think it's just that he excels at that task. But yes, like you were gonna say, the Savior meta is just in a rough spot right now, right?
It's pretty bad. Like honestly, in my personal opinion, Myrrh is the only truly viable Savior in like top meta. Amelia comes close, but the bonus reliance is kind of annoying. I think Gottry, by virtue of being bulky enough, may stand a chance. I'd love to see some numbers on this one, but I think he actually does just because of how much bulk he has.
Yeah,
he won't be as good as Myrrh, but he will be close.
I think he'll be about as good as a refined.
I think he has to be a dual
savior
Savior setup too, which is another hindrance to him.
Yeah, that part, honestly, I can understand. And that's mostly because Godtree is a savior. The reason why Myrrh works is because she's not just a savior, she's Warp Bubble.
Yeah, Warp Bubble.
Amelia works because she's also dull support. Like, they offer something else. Godtree doesn't. It's not necessarily 100% on him. Saviors aren't supposed to support by fundamental. They support because they're broken.
Yeah,
but
I also prefer Zelda over him, but I get it.
Yeah.
Sure, if all you care is about surviving, but again, if all you care is about surviving, I don't think it's a good enough role.
That's
I
understandable.
prefer for near saving. For far saving, I could see the argument for Zelda.
Yeah. I still think it is a genuinely good refine. It's just Saviors are in a weird spot. I'm not sure where he's going to get.
It needs something else as well.
Just a little bit more, but honestly, those are effects you don't see on armors. So at least they're putting them on armors.
Yeah, at least it's unique. I'll give him credit for that.
All right, we'll do Kalik now.
All right.
Tiger Eye Axe. Start turn units HP 25% or above. Inflicts attack defense -7 and discord on closest foes and any foe within 2 space of those foes through the next actions.
Just more unlimited. This is very similar. I did a little Theorycraft Legion. Remember?
Yeah, you did.
Remember what I did? Yeah, I had pretty much the same thing on there for my guess.
I think he literally put Discord.
I don't think I did. No, but I did have attack defense -7.
Okay. So yeah, immediately he's just universal support.
Pretty nice.
Yep. Okay. At start combat, if units HP is 25% or above, grants all stats +4 unit, and reduces damage from foes' first attack by 30% during combat. And units' next attack deals damage equals 30% of foes' attack damage prior to reductions. Wait, this seems really familiar.
The Brash Assault or Counter Roar kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Counter Roar would be a better. So kind of like Patrine's Refine in that regard.
Right, that's why it felt really familiar. If any bonus is active on unit or any penalty is active on foe, all stats +4 unit. I guess it's free because he has Discord as the idea. Okay.
Yeah.
And he can just buff himself as a tank if he wants to.
Yep.
Inflicts penalty on foes' attack defense, attack speed defense equals highest penalty on each stat between target and foes in 2 spaces of target. Makes sense. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack. Makes very much sense. And unit deals damage equals 10% of units attack during combat. Okay, this is really interesting.
It's reasonable.
It's very solid.
Yeah, this makes me wonder about Dick, because this is what I thought, like, this is, well, not literally what, I didn't think he was going to get debuffs and whatnot, but this is, like, the way of, like, going about things is what I thought Dick would get.
Right?
Because Dick was set up to be auto-double close defense, and I thought he was going to absorb damage and reflect damage, and I thought he was going to do something somehow to get even more stats. okay.
Yeah. This is honestly not bad. It's very, like, I will say this out the gate. It's better than Mustafa. And
Yes.
That's not even a question.
Significantly.
The bar was low on that one, and he passed it. So,
Is this
of
a
course,
Echidna
first,
level?
yeah.
Is this a Echidna level?
It's hard to say because Echidna's actually was a good while ago now. I feel like.
I think it's a Echidna
So,
level. That's what I'm saying.
I think it's Echidna level.
Yeah, basically. I mean,
So
it's...
first thing to keep in mind is, technically speaking, his bulk is actually at a point where he could Laguz. I will just say that.
Yeah, he can.
Like, he actually has competent bulk. But also, he's support, he got follow-up, he got... it's not as good damage reflection as Echidna's, but he still got damage reflection. In general. And his stat scale is not Unity, but it's safer, in a sense, because it doesn't matter who's penalized within 2 spaces or your target. Just somebody. So...
I think it's pretty... I have a +10 Kellic, and so I'm kind of evaluating this in terms of whether I'm going to refine it or not. And
You're going to refine it.
I am, but I'm just sorry. What I meant to say is how I'm going to actually feel about using this refine. And I'd have to say I feel pretty good about it. I mean, I was hoping for a little bit more in terms of making him...
he did get more. The auto follow-up and 10% units attack, that was... I mean, it was... You would hope for it, but it's not guaranteed. The
auto follow-up is nice. Although it's a little less of a problem with Laguz, because you're not relying so much on double. But any auto follow-up is going to help. I mean, I appreciate that.
Yeah, speaking from experience with Nemesis, as much as it doesn't matter sometimes, it helps. It helps.
Okay. Yes. Well, you should remember.
I trust your experience on that, Legion.
I was crapping on Nemesis refine because I was like, why is there no auto double? That was gonna make him perfect.
It doesn't kill him, but it does get annoying sometimes because not everybody has defensive no follow up these days, as much as you think people do. Auto follow ups are
a lot of just offensive, yeah. So I think the only thing I could have asked for is my refined theorycraft was actually a lower range of debuff. It was my theorycraft was within 5 spaces and any foes within 2 spaces, but my debuff effect was stronger. I was somewhat optimistically predicting he would be able to inflict 2 status effects. I think it was Feud and Sabotage were the 2 that I had. So I would have preferred Discord is still a nice status, but I don't think it's as nice as either of those 2. But otherwise, I like it. I think it's pretty good, and it'll make him a respectable Laguzian. Much better case for him than Mustafa, like by a mile. Like, it's not even close. So I'm happy about that at least. And his damage is quite good. They actually managed to spec into his main asset, which is his high attack, and give him some true damage, give him an auto follow up, and then reflecting damage to really help with his output. So I like it. It's good.
Okay. Do you remember, Chad? He is free to play, so.
Yeah. You got to temper expectations, but honestly, as far as free to play Laguz users go, he's probably one of the best for it.
Yeah,
so, that's true.
Yeah.
Yeah, better than Nemesis.
I'm not going to agree with that. You can't make me.
He's competing with Nemesis. I'll give him that.
Oh man. All right, Nemesis is more survivability, but yeah, the auto means a lot to me. Anyways, Tire Roar Axe, Slaying. If finishes combat or his unit is within 2 spaces of an ally, grants attack speed defense res +5 unit. Unit makes a guaranteed follow-up attack and reaches damage for foes attack by 20% unit's defense. It's so similar. Holy crap.
He just got damage.
He just got the flat DR, and he got obviously the conditions easier because
they completely threw out his foe's HP 100% condition.
Yeah, that was so bad.
that part sucked.
This is gonna be goofy if Kalik is better.
Yeah, we'll see what
I mean, you've already set yourself really nicely with 20% defense true DR, so we'll see.
It is nice, but his defense isn't super high, so...
Yes, it is 35 base, wow. Or 36 base, yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, if foe finishes combat or foes HP 75% or above at start combat, grants most units attack speed defense res equals 4 plus number of foes within 3 rows of 3 columns center on unit times 2. Inflicts special cooldown charge -1 on foe per attack, and grants special cooldown charge -1 to unit before unit's first attack.
Okay, so he got cooldown acceleration, a la Res
Guard.
Spectrum, and guard.
15 to all stats, pretty easily, and 20% defense flat DR, with an auto follow-up and slaying.
Okay.
It's
reasonable, but it's not
Killick and Dix refines are close. Not literally close, but in practice they should be pretty close.
How you use them.
Right.
Because at the very least, I'll give this credit. The -1 cooldown will allow him to make pretty good use of, like, Ignis on Laguz, for example. You get hit, and then you can pretty easily... You don't have to worry as much about running tempo or null guard or something. You can just easily retaliate.
I agree with that.
Ignis.
Because he comes with slaying and Killick does not. It doesn't make sense to make it. But that's why Killick has a 10% scaling of attack and more damage.
Right. So he has, and also damage reflection. He has means of compensating for lack of slaying.
Right. So they're not exactly the same, but in effect, they should be very similar. But
In practice.
But that's in more favor towards Killick because he's free to play, and this guy's not.
And he has support, yeah.
Also, Deke has close defense 4, which is still a good skill.
Yes.
And one of the only units, by the way, that has it. So, not everybody's going to want to use good fodder like that.
It's funny, they have the same attack. They both have a super boon and 40 base.
And pretty good mixed bulk, too, at that.
Actually, I think it's...
so,
because they're so similar, I actually prefer Dix Refine more.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I agree.
You prefer Deeks over Kellex?
Sorry. Wait, what am I saying? I prefer Kellex over Dix. My bad.
Because he's free to play, right?
Okay,
because he's free to play.
Because
yeah, I can agree with that.
I can see it either way.
Had higher standards set for him. Slightly.
If you're a whale,
Laguz Deke is gross.
Exactly.
Yeah.
If you're a whale, you can make Dick better though. That's what I was gonna say.
Yeah.
Now I will say this much, just to say, I think he's still worse than Rinka.
Ooh.
That is an issue that he has to face the axe.
Well, Raymond's not here, so I'm gonna shit on Rinka. No, Rinka's the worst axe refine we've seen in 7 years.
That means Legions is better, so I'll take it.
True. And Barst is better.
Oh man.
But yeah, so I guess we could do a little comparison.
I mean, just the simple TLDR of Rinka.
Yeah, the TLDR.
She has 15% first strikes, defense, true DR, but she also has damage reduction, reflection in its entirety, and a speed stat. It's probably about the same as Deke's speed stat going into all this.
But she does not have a guaranteed follow-up.
She does not have a guaranteed follow-up, but because of the damage reflection, she's probably more offensive. And if I remember correctly, she actually gets a little bit more than that. It's been a little while since I've looked at Rinka, but she also gets...
She also gets percent DR, doesn't she?
Yeah, she gets first strikes percent DR, if I remember.
So that scales into her Wrath effect better.
Yep. She also has on-hit healing. She has cooldown acceleration on... breath cooldown acceleration, by the way. She doesn't pre-charge like Deke does, but breath has its own value. So, I don't know. Deke is more tanky by a little bit, but Rinka's more offensive. And this is a unit from a few months ago. So, basically what I think I'm seeing here is Deke's Refine's not bad, and because of Laguz's friend, it's totally functional. But it's not much.
I think you have to go Laguz's friend for this to be better than Calyx, which is why I like Calyx so much.
Right.
Yeah, Calyx you can run him pretty easily on any build. You could give him Bulwark, for hell's sake.
You can literally just refine him, and he's already Discord support. That's nice. Like, and an auto follow-up is sweet, too. Like, Deke, you have to go all the way on, and he's a 5-star lock in the snap pool.
Yeah.
And again, the only thing that's really kind of sick is he gets 40% def true damage reduction and is good against Scowl.
Chivo. Why do you notice things like this? And unlike...
That's kind of funny.
Yeah, unlike Sugma, you're not saying crazy things. You just have a good eye for detail.
It's definitely not the first thing I'm going to notice, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, that's...
The irony is that the thing that's closer to Counter Roar was on the unit with the Tiger IX and not the Tiger Roar X.
Yeah, I love that. So, yeah, no, I think Deke may be the better unit at max investment. But even then, because Kellic is arguably more offensive in some manners and has support aspects, and still good mixed bulk, by the way. He doesn't have $15 stats, but he still has 10.
And the sabotage and
Or 8.
visible debuff help him catch up a lot.
Yep. Like, honestly, I kind of prefer Calyx too, in some ways.
Yeah, that's my rule.
I think I generally do.
If it's close and they're free to play, that's a tiebreaker. So
Yeah.
I agree.
And
Still good refine, but
It's good, but yeah, it's not amazing.
I'm not a whale, so I can't afford Lagoose Friend and everything. Like,
Yeah.
do you guys
Same.
remember Lagoose Friends first came out? There was an obsession like, let's put Lagoose Friend on everything, and I was just like, this is the dumbest discussion. No one's gonna do
Well, now
this.
it's become the meta.
eventually it did
Which
become
is
the
fine.
meta.
Yeah,
But at the
it's
time,
true.
it
People
At
seems
first, I
like
thought it was crazy, and then I kind of understood what the hype was.
I said it for Nemesis within 5 minutes of seeing the skill, and it turns out it worked out fine. But
Yeah.
nowadays, yeah, units are literally practically being made for it, but you have to get it, or hope that Deke is somehow in a forma, and I don't think he has been in one yet.
No, or whale on a Binding Worlds Otherworld
Yeah.
bond.
Sick. Somebody else has to do it instead. So, yeah. Good refine, but honestly, for the standards of a snap pool unit, who also demands so much investment, do Kellic.
Yeah, nothing too special for Deke.
Okay, but so I think that sums it up. The weakest link, I think, is Dick's Refine, but
Yeah.
Yeah.
again, it's
Oh, that's not saying too much because it's still.
they're all good.
This match is great.
There's no
This
bad
match is
refine.
really good.
I'm really happy.
Okay, so best refine. Let's try and get that out of the way.
That's. I want to say it's between
Byleth,
Byleth,
think-
Claude, and Sethith.
I think Byleth, because it just does so much new stuff to make her more flexible,
you know
purely
what?
off the weapon.
I was torn between Claude and Byleth, but yeah, the Byleth jump is way higher.
Yeah, Claude works completely now, but Byleth just does so many things that not only help herself but help the team. Also, the scout
Yeah,
is completely
that's-
out of left field, and I love it.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
that's
Rhea,
fair.
but still.
If someone said, "Oh, choose to get Scout," I was gonna laugh at them, to be honest.
And not
Yeah, it
pre-combat
seems
charge.
silly.
Not
Yeah.
pre-combat acceleration for like a Ruptured Sky.
Yes.
Scout.
I can't wait to
Trying
hear
to make
people
her
be
tense.
like, "Oh yeah, she was always gonna get Scout."
Because of
Because
Rhea.
of Rhea.
Obvious because of Rhea, you know.
Yes, that's
As
the
if all duo units rely on their backpack. For the
right.
refine.
That's the stuff people say after the fact, but never before the fact.
Yeah.
Oh man, but yeah, I think it's Byleth.
They're close.
It's
Yeah.
just too significant. That drive is what breaks it for me. That's insane. I should get
Yeah,
that.
Yeah.
drive DR having. Which, by the way, if you really care about DR having on, or damage on Gotri, no,
Yeah,
that's
fair with Byleth.
such a good drive. So, it's close between the two, but I think it goes Byleth, then Claude.
Agree.
And then I would say Sethith is very, very high up there as well.
Sethith, if we include the fact that he is still a demote in the main pool, I
And
think
he's a
You
support
have to.
unit.
Setup is a high recommend. Everyone should build a setup now. There's no reason to.
I would
not.
put him third at worst. Absolute
Yeah.
worst. Third.
honestly, he's just that. He just offers so much. Like, I know, like, we have Ashnard and obviously all that. They inflict some insane debuffs.
It's all
But
Crone's
8 to
fault
all
that Byleth
stats
happened.
and
Though I just
true
said the
damage
precedence that
reduction
backpack would have a prominence in
is
the kit.
so much
We
support
can't
for a
escape him,
demo.
though.
Mm-hmm. That's Crown's fault, right?
Which is, yeah, thanks, Crom, and your freaking to change fate.
You know what?
So,
I could have, if Claude and Byleth's refines weren't so good, I think its setup would have won it, to be honest, because of
yeah.
he
Honestly, in certain batches, I would have said he would have been number one.
right. He went from nothing to a specialist that has abnormally good support. The 3
Yeah.
range is the biggest thing because you don't even have to be close.
Range. No, you don't even actually have to be in Soaring Guidance range. You could be in Rain Snap range if, like, the unit who got snapped just moves 3 spaces.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I like Rain Snap.
Immediately making a
no,
setup
but,
to
yeah.
replace my Kaden because there's no point in using Kaden anymore.
Yeah, Caden is
Yeah.
now functionally useless by comparison outside of the guard, I guess.
I don't know why.
Legion, I
guards
get what
have
you
to
mean.
go.
It's it's outside of the Rain Snap debuff range, but it's within like Rain Snap, 3 spaces ahead of the unit. Yeah.
And of course, keep in mind this stuff can stack with things like Lumera's Drive plus Divine Vein Stone, for example. So you can get some pretty insane true damage reduction going.
The 3 space thing is so big because, like,
so big.
Elameme, I sometimes am forced to like pick between Elameme or Kaden as my support because I just ran out of space. But that's not a problem set. Like that 3 space sounds like not such a big deal, but you just doubled your buff range.
Yeah, I mean, if you're a savior, essentially you can have an extra support outside of the range of what most supports can do.
Yeah.
It's so much flexibility, just having 3 spaces.
Giving them a ton of stats, some extra damage, some extra bulk.
Let's put it this way. If you run Divine Vein Stone with Nectar from Hathrud plus Seteth, that's 27 true damage reduction on the foe special proc. Support.
That's
just saying.
Stupid.
Like, that is so much. Just Seteth in general. So much contribution to that because of all the stats on top. Like, and of course you're neutralizing the foe's bonuses. By the way, I just want to point that out. You're
that's
also
why
neutralizing
so many stats.
That's actually funny. What was pointed out. This is the 3 houses celebration refines.
Yeah, right. Like,
yeah, basically. I mean, they seem to love 3 houses refine, so I'll say that much.
They should. It's their most popular game.
Yeah.
They do not treat them nicely.
Unless you tell that to an Engage fan, then they're not going to agree with that. Oh man. But yeah.
I like Engage, and yet I even acknowledge how much better 3 houses did.
Yep.
So.
I mean, you were there when I went over the Nintendo Life poll.
Oh, the Nintendo Life.
Yeah.
Thing. Yeah. It was overwhelmingly for 3 houses.
Yeah, that's only a question when an Engage fan asks it, because everybody else already knows the answer.
Yeah. If you're reasonable, you know 3 houses is far more popular.
Yeah. Anyways, so we know the best refine. Yeah. So how would you rank it?
So I think it goes personally. Summer Byleth, Legendary Claude, Seteth, again also acknowledging Demote status, Uller, Gottry, Kellic, Deke. I think is my order personally.
I basically
I don't know
agree.
if I put Uller up that high, but I otherwise agree.
The only thing I would change is I mean, I don't respect Gottry's refine because purely defensive I don't think is good enough. I would put Kellic over him. That's about the only difference I would make.
I can understand that sentiment.
Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Now that I think about it, I want to put Uller's refine lower, but her refine is...
It literally does everything she needs.
Yeah, it's hard to not, like, put it high up because it's just very straightforward and good for her.
Yeah.
I guess I can see that. I would still probably put Gatry ahead of Kellic like Legion, but not by much. So yeah.
All right, yeah, that's pretty simple. All right, we finally finished. It is 2:21, and it's not as late as I thought it would be, but it's still really late.
Yeah, right. We still have 40 minutes till reset. That'd be worse. Oh, we got the new OC as well.
What?
Oh, that's right.
I think they just have neutral art. Let me pull it up.
Yeah, I can't see any other art besides the neutral art for it.
I will share it straight from the Reddit. Give me a second.
Yes. I trust you, Legion, unlike DX, the Fae apologist.
There you go.
I just need to double check next time.
I keep asking you to double check.
I should.
You're better than the news team at least, but like, man.
Yeah. Well, sometimes the problem is that I get something from a news team, or even if it's not in this server, it's from a server that's not a formal Fae server, and I just make the mistake of assuming that they'll get the right res on it.
Never make assumptions like that.
Yep.
Especially when you've been burned by it multiple times.
I know.
It's okay. It's 2024. You'll learn this before EOS, right?
Yes, definitely. Before 2049, yeah.
2049.
No,
I would hope you won't play this game that long.
I'm obviously kidding. I somehow doubt it'll go toward 2049.
Yes, I'll be 50 years old playing this game, and I'll probably still be using Nemesis. Thank you.
Yeah, well, at least you and Nemesis will be a little closer proportionally in age by then.
And maybe Legion
I
will be
used
more
I
useful
used
then.
Nemesis so long that I became Nemesis.
Legion will just look like Nemesis.
You either die a Legion or live long enough to be a Nemesis.
Wow, these suck. All right.
I can actually see with the way that your hair goes kind of crazy. I can see you looking a little more like Nemesis.
All right, say hello to More Muscles.
Who is
Yazzie.
this?
If I had to take a wild guess, the first queen of Jotunheimer.
Yes. The other thing she could be
Close
is
enough.
Dogger
Welcome back,
and
Star and Stripe.
Or, yeah.
Mother, but I think she's the first queen.
Okay, PP confused. Can I just say that much? PP very confused. What is this design?
Holy muscle.
She is the muscliest of muscle mothers.
Honestly,
muscle mummies.
more well-defined than most males.
I'm not against Aya's trying things, but this is I don't. What is
People are going to
this?
go feral for this. People are just going to go slobber.
Like this,
Oh, you know,
this
there's
isn't.
people that will
Sorry,
love
this
this.
is not for the normies. This is not even remotely for the normies. This is
No.
for
This is for the hardcore, like, muscle lovers.
This is for the edge cases in this community.
There are,
I mean-
you'd be surprised how many people
Yeah.
love the muscle girls. I mean, I'll give them that much credit. There are
No.
a good chunk of them.
I can understand if you like Dagger or not. Absolutely. This goes beyond that. This is not the same thing.
This
is
is like
not
milk
just the
fetish
muscles.
combined with, like, super abs.
Not first queen. Jotunheim was already an old nation when Nidavellir got their
I
independence.
must admit, I'm not entirely sure how to
Nidavellir
feel
is the
either. I
first
kind of
king,
like the
but this
design.
woman would be just
But it's
Oh yeah,
also a
right.
little,
Not
like,
first queen. My bad.
a
Yeah,
little overboard.
yeah. The queen when Nidavellir was coronated.
Can I just be honest? I thought I saw a man first. Then I saw the boobs, and I got really confused. I'm serious. We zoom in, and you don't see the boobs, chat. You just look at the face.
Oh, no, I swear to God, if people make Olympic controversy memes out of this character, I'm going to be so sad.
Oh, I'm not trying to get canceled.
No, I'm not talking about you, but I can see people on Reddit doing that. Yeah.
No, I'm serious. I think Creed looks more feminine.
You know,
Femboy looks more feminine than this woman.
Fair enough.
That is true.
fair.
Yeah,
She does have defined features. Nothing wrong with that.
I'm glad that they're definitely leaning into the fact that the Jotnar are, giants.
That's true. They're supposed to be very bulky.
I'm me confuzzled, Chad. I don't know what to feel about this, but this is our next hero, our character.
Definitely say this much. Design's freaking sick.
Yeah, I
the
think it's
old-
still pretty
yeah.
cool.
No voice lines or anything, so I'm assuming they just show up. And they'll
Yeah.
probably be the boss of one of the next couple of
Yes, they show up, and then they proceed to give you death by snoo snoo.
It's
Death by
You
thigh
said it,
crutch in
not
this
me.
case.
That she literally reminds me of that Futurama episode. Jeez.
She reminds me of that girl who was on video snapping a watermelon between her thighs.
Oh god.
And just casually doing it.
I didn't
that
mention
would be your
this,
skull.
but I recently saw there's this thigh workout thing for girls. It just looks like they're practicing to like smash like crush skulls with that thing. I'll show you guys sometime when. But yeah, it was terrifying. It was just like girls use this thing like. What is? There's only one thing this is for. I was like, oh, hey, we're gonna have a nice lap pillow. You can relax. And you're like, oh, this is so nice. You close your eyes. Next moment, you're like, why is there this great pain in my head? And then your head explodes and you die. This is like this assassination training on how to kill guys.
And some guys welcome it. They're like, yes, please,
No,
mommy,
this is
crush my
not.
head.
This is not how you want to die.
It's not, but people will still on the internet say things like,
Oh,
please
God.
crush me with your
It'll be
thighs."
painful, but it'll be worth it.
You said it, not me, Legion.
Haven't you guys ever had like your head squished by something? It is not a pleasant feeling.
It's your
not.
head being pressured in any way is very uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Migraine?
It actually that makes me want to search it up, but I actually don't want to get in trouble. Is there a watermelon crushing contest for your thighs? That sounds like it would be a thing, doesn't it?
Almost
that
definitely
might be a thing. Yeah, it feels
Probably
like it
Star
should be.
Circuit. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. Anyways, this big muscle lady, I don't really know what to think. Is this literally all we know about her? She just pops up. No, nothing, no more news. Just see her avatar.
Yep, she'll probably have a couple of lines of dialogue, and then we'll probably have to die.
She probably says, yes, death by snoo snoo, and then she proceeds to do it.
Yep. Oh boy. I don't know what Nithoglia was so afraid of.
Honestly, this wouldn't surprise me because this game has literally had that "will you have a child with me" moment. So yeah, this wouldn't be too far.
Yeah. Oh god, I've been seeing that thrown around on
people
social
have been
media
like editing it into like other shit. Like
oh well that, but people have been talking about what's the worst line in all of Fire Emblem, share it, and people have been posting that a lot.
I think there's been worse, but like that one is just they want it to be shocking and memorable. So
yeah, shock value.
Am I getting the feeling, by the way, that this unit's going to be broken? Because they're probably defense-based.
Probably. Defense-based, what do you mean by...
Like they're going to have a high defense stat and
defense
use
stat.
that defense for everything?
Yeah, I can see this being kind of an Eikthrunir sort of
Nevalier was really underwhelming, so...
Well, in terms of his kit, I think in Summoner
his
Duels,
kit
he's
sucks, but he's a
terrifying
great unit.
Yeah, I know. That's like a bare minimum situation. There's no truly bad heroes being launched anymore.
No,
like the closest one is
we've got
probably...
Kyle.
Wait, what?
Well, no, Kyle isn't literally bad, but...
No, Kyle's a demote. I think he's better
I'm talking about Fox. I think the closest is Source of N, the guy with the robot doggo from Fates.
Yukimura.
Oh, it's not N. My bad. Yukimura. I think he's the closest to a bad hero that's been released.
That and Halloween Flame, which is all about a year old almost. That just was a terrible idea. Yeah, those are about as close as it gets.
Yeah.
I will say though, I think that Nithoglia is the best actual unit on that banner. Bit of a hot take, but in my experience, I can say that.
Sure.
But
fair. And
yeah,
I would agree,
kit sucks.
Really.
Can't deny that. I hope this kit's better.
It feels like they were trying so hard to be different with his kit that they fucked it all up.
They forgot. They forgot a slot. He needs Fatal Smoke. And honestly, I've been seeing more people just throw Emblem Celica Pass on him, and it works.
I hate all this Celica bullshit.
There's a reason I run Gatekeeper everywhere now.
Everywhere, wow. Although, to be fair, I'm no better. I run him decently often in duels, and I run him all the time in Ether raids, or a lot of the time, before Attuned Micaiah came out.
Celica is just that unit. Or that emblem, I should say.
Yeah, when she's back, I'll go pull her. I was supposed to pull her when she launched, but like, that didn't have time.
It didn't work out. It is what it is.
Alright, peeps, that's that then. When's the next face stuff?
The next, so obviously this banner drops, not this reset, but next reset. And if I remember correctly, they said, I think Sugma mentioned it. Was it the 16th?
You even called Sugma, alright, yeah.
16th, I believe, was the update. So trailer 14th, it's either that or trailer 16th. So either next Wednesday or next Friday, one of those two.
Yay.
Okay, 14th, thanks man. So yeah, next Wednesday is trailer for, and probably by proxy, Fate Channel, Choose Your Legends. So, just over 1 week, which actually I'm pretty sure means that the Eikthrunir and Haythrun banner will last up through that. So if you want to have all your options laid out before then, might want to wait out for that Fate Channel. That's my recommendation anyways.
Makes sense. That'll be big.
Yeah, once again, tomorrow we'll check out some of the refines from you guys, and I'll do some polls in terms of face stuff.
Will you check the older ones?
I still don't know what they are, so I probably should.
You should, and there's some fun ones.
Do the old, even if we just do the graphics, so at least.
Oh yeah, even just the graphics would be fun. I like doing refines.
Gladly cover
Especially there's a CEO of racism himself. We've got to see if you can use Lagu's friend well or not.
Oh, okay.
Shinon, noted friend of all Lagus.
That's right.
Watch out.
Yeah, after he killed a lot of Lagoos, he became friends with them. That's how it works.
To be fair, he did become like begrudging friends with Janaf if you do their A support in at the Radiance.
Yeah, but I didn't, so that never happened.
True.
In my world, this is not a thing. Also, Vake, killer. The Teach will get his tenure.
I'm hoping he'll get his tenure. I'm on his team after all.
And then, where are you using your orbs again? Is it just you're going for Celica next, or...?
I had originally planned to go all in and deep in for the Hero Fest banner, but then they released... Now I gotta rethink it, because they released Lucia, and she just locks this bullshit time down. I was hoping to get a +10 dual Leon, or a +10...
But yeah,
guard.
Leon is literally... I mean, I know that in Arena, most teams aren't going to have one, the other, or both of those skills that shut him down. But in general, if those two skills are there, he's useless. Actually useless. So, yeah. Maybe it is good to pivot off that.
I'm never gonna +10 a hero. You know, every single time I've waited for a hero, like Alear, I waited so long for Alear, and not only did I get unlucky, Millelear got released.
I got so unlucky with that.
Yeah, but Millelear got released. That already killed it.
And she's still good support, but yeah, Millelear. Yeah.
Then we go through this ridiculous shit, and then we're gonna do Lucia now. Ugh.
There are still good bets out there, but some units are just so meant to be countered.
Alright, peeps.
It ain't even funny.
Bedtime, bedtime. Thank you all for being
Time
here.
for Bonzo.
If you're on YouTube and you enjoyed, be sure to drop a like. If you are new, subscribe. Following really helps. But there's no one new because there's no new people in this community.
Oh no, don't make us sad.
No, it's the truth. There's like
What
no
about
new
this?
followers when we do.
Well, I got said.
Members
Notice how I
Black
didn't
Friday
say it
double
wasn't
special
true.
heroes, which will likely outdo
Maybe someone
Shireena's
is sad.
room. She
Yeah,
is a goated
exactly.
unit in that
What
region.
want me to say for Black Friday? Dude, I'm gonna quit
What?
the game in like December. Why would I wait for that long?
Black Friday? Why?
Why are you making? Wait,
Oh,
yeah,
man.
yeah. There's no Black Friday banner. What the shit is this?
Well, actually, I'm pretty sure there is.
No, there's a
Hero
Black
Fe-
Friday like sale thing, but there's no.
There's a Hero Fest, I'm pretty sure, Black Friday. Isn't there?
Oh really?
I can't remember.
There might be.
I can't remember.
Oh, I don't remember.
As a send-off, yeah, you're basically like, hey, when you're 100 years old, you should burn all your money on hookers and cocaine, and that's your send-off. I don't even get to enjoy it. The moment I like touch a hooker or like do the cocaine, I'm dead. You know what I mean?
We love these metaphors.
You can't enjoy it if you wait till the end. Horrible metaphor. Don't do hookers or cocaine. Okay. Anyways, we're ready to more now.
Good idea.
All right. Good night, guys. Thank you for being here.
Glad to
Yep,
be here.
No problem.
Have a
Happy to
great
do
night.
stuff.
That's
And yeah,
great.
everyone have fun out there and
We're
enjoy
already
the newer
done, I'm pretty
finds.
sure.
No, we're still
So-
on YouTube.
Oh,
Oh, okay.
hi guys. Yeah.
Hello, YouTube.
Well, have a great night then, everybody. I'm freaking beaten. I gotta wake up for like a few minutes in a couple hours.
All right. Take care.
I
Yeah.
will see you guys tomorrow. I won't be here by like 9:45 for the Data Mine Part 2.
Okay. Then maybe
And-
I'll do it later.
The later sequel.
Sure.
All right. Good night.
Alright. Have a
Good
great
night.
night, everybody.
Adios.